Liverpool considering a move to sign Yuri Telemans. Now Yuri Telemans is an average, above average footballer. For Barca. Anyway, but sir.
N'Golo Kante more so.
N'Golo was special, BB special. Anyway, Man United identifying Danny Ings as potential target for the upcoming summer. So I can say, Man United for no. Okay. Danny Ings.
Yeah.
Chelsea will not prioritize the sign of Harry Kane or any other big name striker this summer. Okay. And Tottenham considering departing Dortmund manager Eden Terzic as replacement for Jose Mourinho. Some characters are Kobe Mourinho call. What kind of story?
2 days ago.
What kind of story?
Yes.
So good you can concern.
Mourinho indeed no
concern my far. No.
Pam Jose Mourinho.
Okay. But no correct. So Aguero convinced Messi is staying at Barca. Barcelona president Juan Laporta dropped the biggest hint yet that Ronald Koeman will not continue as first team coach next season. Mario Kempes or still and Messi should depart Barca this summer to join City, PSG or Bayern Munich. These are stories as sports lawyer and the room. Oba in the next minute. Ebusuan drafts on my appeal. I almost say decision here misleading and flawed. Unim the story involving Ebusuan drafts and Legon cities. And no one because we disagree with the decision of the appeals committee of GFA in relation to Amadi 23 fixture of the Ghana Premier League, with the referee Alpha Baadi decided to stop the match, claiming threats on his life. This decision, in our view, is misleading and flawed. We have filed an appeal within the stipulated time, and we are convinced it will succeed. We have a matter. And Patrick Razak, reports said he might not be available because of some injury situations here. Mediema FC and Prince Opoku-Agyeman. Yediunko. Kotoko CEO to visit Adakoja Ache and also her. So now to Kwamaba and all that. Ghana Premier League is not only about Kotoko and Hearts. Dr. Parker Syndrome. Sign interview no Koka say, where is the love? Bring back the love. Love ben here can one seven. Okay. Oh, Julia.
Boss.
Nina ye junjun ho enne. And then Sama Kabe joining on 0322497263. That's our WhatsApp line. Wait so did you mean only a bit diabomo or Repa Radio or Repa Sports? That's on Facebook, and YouTube is or Repa FM, and the phone lines as usual. And I ever try. It's a Thursday. We will activate them and see what happens. Right, and I'm just Ghana premium passport for Casa.
Yeah.
If you need a passport, that is where you need to go. No go boys, nothing. In 10 days to 14 days, no more deliver a passport amount. No queuing. And no answer because time for height. It will blue and orange building. And no, it will a doom Kumasi opposite the Presby Guest House. Number I'll be free up a passport. It's here 055-815-3020. 055-815-3020. 024-9999-298. 024-9999-298. Lawyer. And young choir na fire room. Yetie amananinsem. Na fe buy a be pensem muni abe fie. Na be hwensem wo fie. Na ye ne yetie for na ahwefo adinkita ho kakra. So ni nyina e wo dwumadi. So from now till 12 Premo Toa. Lawyer.
All right, inti the boss player anya abie kwamu ene anopay ye konko phone crosso anopay so nsema edi adencheche nsema epumfumpa ewo enko phone cross no ye ho nsem ato anim anopay ewo dwumade no so live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM, live on Oyerepa TV and Tintantem Sierra England na anopay yanto so enfrio Steve McManaman say obo not Phillips nabaso na oche Nathaniel Phillips a enra ogina kire ho ema Liverpool na kodano bona obono ano den na areho kakra wono owo ene se next season abedin ama Nat Phillips obenya bonu bi abo ewo Liverpool sanse ukonya Virgil van Dijk ene Joe Gomez nom na omunyina eretania abedin sam abrante ne benya bonu bi etimi abo eno eye enseme firi wo etodwa ewo dwumadie so Nathaniel Phillips I make can answer me or the atudwa se enra result no good result ema Liverpool no believe say e be push Liverpool ama top 4 no wo matimi abobi wo so mo players na je wo mani so deal no and say top 4 no wo mo ebetimi awuramo na fe UEFA Champions League next season wo betimi ajamo na wo mo asiakan enom ana ebusa Jurgen Klopp say wo pani Nathaniel Phillips I can answer me ni safety ewo Liverpool at say obenya boy bi abo nyankopon bo next season 2022-2021 season no obenya bi abo na and on say omo etwa brand no nyankopon bo in the summer either say obetena and answer obekolo no ye do summer 2021 and e be say Nat Phillips obetena and answer Nat Phillips ontena na make former Liverpool midfielder Paul Stewart and asue na odi atudwa say ono Paul Stewart no dia okan and say anyone were surprised papa say for now Thiago Alcantara adaptation our English Premier League no still when you ehuye was say okay abrante na as obo La Liga as do a Bundesliga no obo or say a Premier League now bo na Premier League no do a bia and one day ewo mum enti say or try no our adopted and prepare no boa na nema koye ema team no minko FC Barcelona woman Liverpool asue na oko Leicester City asue ya woman ewo midfielder be din ene Yuri Tillemans na obekaya na no game anu etimi etodwa na enema nyina ekoye ama Leicester City ewo FA Cup num wono nya winning goal ema Leicester City anopai mamemfanto anim se abrante na basobodie ena ene eko ede amana from Brendan Rodgers na yeka kanom na yede tudwa se two clubs eniabre se amansa ebetimi aka abrante teams a woma eniabre nom eye FC Barcelona ena fe Liverpool ewo Premier League num honim se Jorginho Vight na dum season no eba na wie ya na tese on Liverpool etimi awie enti amohwa nim se abrante na beba no obegye ama Liverpool anom aye Yuli Tillemans and wansem ena anopai yakan na yeko Jurgen Klopp asue wetrene ema Liverpool anopai Jurgen Klopp edi atudwa se ono Jurgen Klopp de jobeka nyina ene se eye semi final enenra wo mo ekoboye e wo tef mo a omocha miensa tef mo manante no hantimi ansim arabraka clean sheet team na timanya na mom finals no eye game a omne Crystal Palace ebebo our final day of 2020-2021 Premier League num eye final eye cup final ema Liverpool into say boys no e de esho mutinim say eye finals ema wo Manchester United asue ena madu ene anopay na nano me catchel say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after saying central for Busan say Edison Roberto Cavani Gomez atepenie I stand the contract GD say ni opinion no monto striker biabiem ema confirm ya say ene no say Edison Cavani atimi I stand the contract na eno entre say omuntimi ento striker biabiem one better striker na report no HM say Dan Ings I will see a kind Emma Saddam Tanamania Bre said that you piano Dan Ings Emra na Dan Ings Emma Juma Emfa Emma Tim no more believes Dan Ings Osia kind Emma Saddam Tin Ocean numbers when yam our Saddam Tina obe Piemo our Tim Webwa Ama Manchester United and Kanko Etimi Ako me consent Fufroma na Mijamo our still Manchester United na Harry Maguire Jacobs or no a captain Emma Manchester United wapira na letters eba HM say Harry Maguire Jacobs a Branton and likely say UEFA Europa League final Manchester United and Villarreal abebono obetime ejemom etime asia can still on nesine injury na onyanya fully fit as a fiddle minko Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United now so Bruno Fernandes I am midfielder I will see a kind Emma United reporter coming say anɔpa authoritatively ɛkyɛm sɛ Manchester United ahyɛseɛ ɛne Bruno Fernandes agents ɛdi nkɔmmɔ sɛ aberante no ɛngye penie na afei contract no wayɛ stante ɛmfa ɛma club no ɔbelieve sɛ nneɛma nyinaa ɛbɛkɔ yie ama aberante no mmerɛ a wagye penie na afei ɔtena aboa ma Manchester United ɛnso nkankɔ ɛtimakɔ Diego Dalot ɛyɛ player ɛma Manchester United a open loan ama AC Milan na anɔpa Jabemete ɛkyɛm sɛ ɔkɔ Diego Dalot so yɛ a AC Milan de ato dwa sɛ ɛnya deɛ sɛ Diego Dalot ne deal no wɔn ɛyɛ no permanent nti wɔn ɛnsan Diego Dalot permanent owie ne loan na ɔbɔ ɛwɔ AC Milan na sɛ ɔsan ba ɛbɛsi akan ama Manchester United na ɛbɛtɔ dwa ɛbɛyɛ akai bɛnwa yɛse sɛ ɔkɔ Hurricane aso yɛ kora ɛne Chelsea ɛne abere wɔn ɛpɛ Hurricane from Tottenham Spurs anɔpa letters a yɛn sɛ ka every Chelsea aso yɛ ɛkyɛm sɛ nyadeɛ sɛ ɔmbɛtɔ top striker bia nyankopɔn bo asama 2021 wɔn wɔ believe sɛ Tammy Abraham kraka so ɔbɛkɔ a ɛne ɔmbɛwura mu ɛwɔ Bundesliga nom wɔn wɔ up and coming strikers bia wɔn ba wɔn bɛtuma boa ama anima kɔ yie ama Chelsea the likes of Olivier Giroud nom ɛna afei ɔda ne kɔ Timo Werner nom aso yɛ a wɔn bɛboa ama Chelsea ɛnkankɔ ɛtima akɔ meka Chelsea strikers no wɔsɛm no memfa nto anim anɔpa sɛ reporter yɛn sɛ ka firi AC Milan aso yɛ ɛkyɛ sɛ wɔn monitor the situation of Olivier Giroud sɛ daakye bia no sɛ Olivier Giroud akɔnya no ba ɛneɛ ɔmo AC Milan wɔn bɛfa no ama no bɛyɛ adwuma ama wɔn na menkɔ Frank James Lampard Jr. na so yɛ wɔyɛ ɛnkani bi atwam player ɛma Chelsea bɛyɛ manager ɛma Chelsea after the exit no ɛna Thomas Tuchel ɛtumi ɛbɛfa Chelsea adwuma no na Frank Lampard de ato dwa sɛ ewia so bia no ma sɛ ɔkyerɛ na adwuma ɛnyɛ ne ya na mmom no ɔno deɛ oteki in good faith ɛsiane sɛ ne relationship with Roman Abramovich no masa ɛwɔ soro na ɔmo nyinaa pɛ Chelsea nkankɔ enti ɛha no deɛ na mmom no na ɔni problem bia sɛ Roman Abramovich mo ɛtumi ɛgya ne kwan na ɔ believe sɛ Chelsea deɛ ɛdan a ɔdɔ Chelsea ɔbɛsan kɔ asan aba biem Toni Kroos anya call up to Dimension to Germany wɔn national team nom the likes of Thomas Muller mo nyinaa anya kwan ɛtumi aroma mutie today's sports nyasɛm foforɔ ɛmfa ɛma mo na Toni Kroos abusuafoɔ de ato dwa sɛ nokora deɛ ɛba ko pɛ nokora nso wɔka ɛne ɔho nya hi ne nyinaa mu ɛne sɛ ɔno deɛ onim ɛne sɛ game a ɔmo ne Chelsea ɛbɔɔyɛ ɛwɔ UEFA Champions League game a ɔmo yi ɔmo efiri mu no na Chelsea ɛdeserve sɛ ɔmo ɛna kɔ finals ɛsɛn sɛ ɔhwɛ in the second of Chelsea nom bɔɔ na N'Golo Conte nom gyina mfimfini a na ɔmo ɛbɔ no na ɛwɔ soro paa wɔbɔ mmerante naba so na ɛnkani bi atwam Inter president Massimo Moratti ɛna de to dwa sɛ ɔno Massimo Moratti deɛ onim ɛne sɛ N'Golo Conte deɛ wɔbɔ mpae sɛ daakye bia N'Golo Conte ɛbɛnya akwanya na wasi akan ama Inter Milan na ɔyɛ player wɔyɛ exceptional player qualities a aberante no ɛwɔ no ɛyɛ few players ɛna ɛwɔ wiase a wɔn ɛwɔ saa qualities ne pie enti ɔno deɛ ɔka nyina ɛne sɛ wɔbɔ mpae sɛ daakye bia no N'Golo Conte of Chelsea formerly Leicester City ɛbɛnya akwanya ɛbɛgya mu ama Nerazzurri's Inter Milan na Manchester United abusuafoɔ ɔbɛka ya ɛno a mede to anim sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ wɔn ɛde Jesse Lingard ɛne sika ɛkɔ Tottenham Spurs aso yɛ na afei Hurricane aba abɛyɛ adwuma ama Manchester United na anɔpa yi another development a ɛba ɛkyɛm sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ wɔn de Anthony Marcia ɛde ɛka Jesse Lingard ho na afei ɔmo de sika akra asan pie so na wɔn de attempte Tottenham Spurs ɛkɔba ne saa wɔn ɛbɛgyae Hurricane mu ama Hurricane abɛsi akan ɛwɔ the theatre of dreams na Tottenham Spurs sɛ ukopiem ɛwɔ ɔmo so yɛ a Ryan Mason ɛyɛ hwɛ chairman manager after the exit of Jose Mourinho na anɔpa yi reporter yɛn sɛ ka ɛkyɛm sɛ wɔn ɛne Eden Terzic a ɔyɛ adwuma ɛma Borussia Dortmund ɛdi nkɔmɔ sɛ Eden Terzic ɛmra na ɔmɛyɛ adwuma ɛmfa ɛma Tottenham Spurs ɔmo wɔ gyidie ɛwɔ papa nim sɛ ɔba a ɔbɛtumi aboa ama ɛnɛma kɔ yie ama team no na Zemi Redknapp ɛna ɛde to dwa sɛ ɔno Zemi Redknapp deɛ onim ɛne sɛ Daniel Levy wɔ adwuma papa nyankopɔn boa in the summer ɛwɔ sɛ ɔpɛni ne yɛ deɛ ɔbɛtumi yɛ bia na afei ɔde players baako mmienu mmiɛnsa bi ɛbɛpiem ɛwɔ Tottenham Spurs team no mu ɛwɔ sɛ ɔsan fa coach ne wanyina ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ so ɔyɛ na afei Tottenham Spurs nso ɛnkanko etimi ɛkɔ Mikel Arteta na so ɛyɛ na Mikel Arteta ɛɛtrene ɛma Arsenal anɔpa yi Mikel Arteta de atodwa sɛ ɔno deɛ onim ɛne sɛ game a ɔmo ne Crystal Palace ɛbɛbɔ no ɛyɛ crucial game na ɛyɛ possible sɛ wɔn ɛbɛtumi awura mu ɛwɔ Europa League nti ɔwɔ sɛ boys no ɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ saa game no ɔmo mfa ni agorɔ no mɛdi nkonim ama Arsenal na Miko Spain na anɔpa yi yɛde Spanish stories ne bi atoa so ama na Sami Khedira ɔbɛka ɛnura ɛna mɛde to anim sɛ wɔpani no ɔyɛbɔ ne last game Nyankopɔn boa over the weekend ama Hertha Berlin BSC ɛmra wɔn ne Hoffenheim ɛde ɛbɔ ani Nyankopɔn boa on Saturday ɛna ɔsɛ ɔbɔ saa game no wie a na ɛsɛ ɔgyina bɔ nyinaa ɛtumi aba na wieyɛ na ɔsɛ na ɛyɛ difficult decision ɛma ɔno Sami Khedira for 15 good years in association football nneɛma nyinaa kɔ yie ama ɔno Sami Khedira nti ɛbɛdu sɛ Sami Khedira ɛbɛgyae bɔ decision no na ɛden ɛma no ɔdo biase na 77 games for Germany and after 7 goals and onyaye Emma Diamond Soft of Germany anɔpa yi yɛtɔn nsɛm no ɛgya na wokɔ Sergio Kun Aguero so ya or a player for now Manchester City a season a onye player Emma Manchester City biem or a free agent na or believe sɛ na ɔno ankasankasa ne nua ɔne free Argentina Lionel Messi ɔbɛtena Nyankopɔn boa in the summer 2021 on free FC Barcelona enti ɔno no or believe sɛ ɔbɛkɔ na for na akɔyɛ adwuma maka kyerɛw sɛ ɔwɔ gentle agreement with FC Barcelona Aguero bɛkɔ na ɔne FC Barca ɛnso akɔyɛ adwuma na mekɔ one Laporta na so yɛ yɛso ɔpani no wakoti nkomo elba bi se o se ne tie bia Ronald Koeman de obekọ de Ronald Koeman eye ontena team we mu Nyankopon bo next season eno eye nkomo a ye tete se FC Barcelona president Juan Laporta ono nso etima kwakodi Nyankopon bo a edwoda edam ne umie no yanim no meetimi ebekọ so ewo Real Madrid kromo na eye Florentino Perez a o president ema Real Madrid ono ene Zinedine Zidane ena ebe sa meeting na meeting no abusanfo report no HM say Florentino Perez abeka ache Zidane say openi me pesa wotena na fe oye adwuma ema Real Madrid ntian dwendwen signings players a wo be piemo ewo Barcelona ukopiemo mo tototo enti players ben ba Madrid a wo nso wo betimi aboa ama yasa gege Champions League ne biem yasa Florentino Perez believe say o compare teams esia do finance with Manchester City and Chelsea signings wamaye for the last 2 seasons no masa Europe or compare Real Madrid enye ye enti ewosem nyonya boche ema Zidane na fe top players na samba ene e ba na se hwiego a no hu se hwiego so oja ne kwan eno aye reporter eno efiri wo eba ene anopay na minko Lionel Messi na so ye odani kopiemo ewo Andra Olandi na so ye Andra Olandi aye enkanibetwam player ema FC Barcelona na obom as a winger na odi atudwa se ono de ohuni se Lionel Messi feel isolated as a FC Barca ne bia no ya nigye pa I for nigye ewo FC Barcelona de nyade se Lionel Messi onya bie esan se ono no na dam for pon ne bokosu atafre ensia kan ema FC Barca team no biem oye adwuma ema Atletico de Madrid ewo Estadio Wanda Metropolitano enti ono de dio onim ni se eye arawosem ema Lionel Messi say otiba bi na ekoba ne say o feel isolated I was say o movie on into Nyankopon boa na yewie season ono de na futuo a ode ema Lionel Messi and say Lionel Messi e movie on na on peti mokwa na ni ebetimi age menko Real Madrid so ye Rafael Varane a defender ema Real Madrid team no na enra good news for Madrid and say Rafael Varane etimi ene Madrid team no e che ne nema ko ye ema Rafael Varane latest na HM say and not possible say gamer ama and Villarreal elbon Nyankopon bo Saturday Rafael Varane ebetimi agemo asia kan na Zidane I will believe say with Nacho Fernandez and afi eda Militao partnership no ayem into a piano ba ayem opportunity na last game in 2020-2021 no eda Militao and afi Nacho Fernandez intimi emo sa game no na obekaya enra mire to anim say FC Barca Barca epesem omuja Antoine Griezmann kwan na report an pay e come say HM say 1% ka swap deal etimi ekoso nanka Antoine Griezmann ewramo ewo Atletico de Madrid BM nanka João Felix enso abam abegyani mo ama Real Madrid eno eye reporter eno eba Argentina legend Mario Kempis ade atodwa say ono de o kanyina ene say FC Barca afei omo Felipa ohwe teams amo bo La Liga na na ahoyehia na clubs ni nyina etimi akom the likes of Real Madrid mo nyina ekọ ahoyehia mo na so still omo fighting for the La Liga trophy na owie no na say hwe tu nua futupa ono de futuo a ode ema Lionel Messi ene say Messi epese ofiri FC Barcelona baby also call ida Manchester City reunion with Pep Guardiola no a ena ema we Lionel Messi ko na ne nkonko adwuma onko nso a ene masa koko pesika ko owura a oye adwuma ema Paris Saint-Germain Pochettino so ye na fe woni ne entro so ana say obekọ Bayern Munich na fe woni sa clubs so akoya adwuma o believe say onya akonya ewo clubs miensa nyina mu a obeto aso ne din ne anyira enkuru a ojo Lionel Messi ebetimi agem minko Barca so ebiem okọ Real Betis a wo right back amo frɛ no Emerson na report no HM so our favorite Emma Juan Laporta president Emma FC Barca say nyankopon bo a ene ni loan akwa genom se sika no the top players a e was say Odiramo e wo Real Betis amo right back na so ye Emerson so ye na fe Emerson betina Barca wo right back wo Emma wo na minko Juventus ene FC Barca so no na odani ko European Leagues president Rendy and Last Krista Olsen Ranom one a former UEFA executive member and after now or European Leagues president or the two just football and Marano sa clubs mean saying amatimi abuso Juventus FC Barcelona and Real Madrid amabu football Marano so enti UEFA for one disciplinary committee no kwakwatenase na omaka se hwe ade na moya ye no yebetimi ayimo every UEFA Champions League mo ananse yebetimi abanemo from UEFA Europa League ane kwanso a ano no nemo no no afutu odema UEFA for ne se clubs ya ye kan omasemi masa omo supporters donso na club be no wiase a what UEFA competitions echen Real Madrid set club no take decision our club no ho a eya na ano ede papa eno e Last Krista Olsen or your European Leagues president ono afutu a what Emma UEFA and ano pay live on Oyeripa TV live on Oyeripa 100.7 FM enti Meko Italy na matoaso afri Italy na jetianye Andra Pillow trene Emma Juventus na odi atudwa se ono just still or believe say obatoaso as a manager ama Juventus Boboko no na o believe say e wom se amanya ups and down ewo season wemo na enye se bia maji 2 trophies this season ti okase and the amanya good season with ups and downs amanya 2 trophies na so say enye perfect season Emma Juventus a perfect season and ke bia ne ye kan top for and ka Juventus kwa kan enye se bia last game and what him say nsam ebetimi akan top 4 ene adade ene ayeye wada na mamen confirm Emma say okọ Nerazzurris for na so ya ye kan Nerazzurris na chese eye Inter Milano report no HM say meeting ebetimi akoso with Antonio Conte na say Inter Milan mpanifo ene trene ema team ne kwa kodum komo na ombe clear out say ene no wo peri no beto aso aye manager ama Inter Milan anase onto aso enye manager ema Inter Milan Stefan Zang nano ene wode to dwa say ono president de oba person ni wait bill no ebetimi aba from 80 plus bi ono ma wo ma ebeko na fe ya hwe nkoda na omo eba no na ya develop omo ye sene ene no sai cup no abusianfo ebeketwa na financial fair play bia entim enkatro ma se kwa no plus akatua ayeden with COVID-19 pandemic ningina mo no na meeting no amba dwendwen ho meko Andra Pillar so ye o se ohun improvement from Juventus team no na Juventus supporters enya abotre ema this Juventus team we ya enema nyina ebeko ye ama womo yes Jean Piero Gasperini aya Atlanta trene na ese Atlanta coach aya Gian Piero Gasperini na opening dia tudwa se onye happy with Enre Nkugua etime eba e Coppa Italia final na events o twemu 2-1 or say osan feel frustrated e say Enra referee gem no to ono Gian Piero Gasperini wan fa pepe entime anye adwuma eno ayensemo pini no ete eba Jojo Kelly say for the last 10 years obekam obi atimate eno game na omo boy no na omo komu a na omo ne Atlanta ekoba omo nye favorite for the game eno ayensemo pini no ete eba nti boss player ano pay yenyina so na amono nsem no yemfore nyina emfancy live on Oipa TV, live on Oipa 100.7 odi for so try no pay
odi for so say ene Thursday
yes
you better odi for nka lawyer that say Excel Community School na ye de nkwada na ekọ na a lot of experiences all do back ho a menenkwala from crèche, nursery, kindergarten up to basic 5 a school near Stronko and I'm say and unya school ado babekwa wo sua French wo sua Spanish and Arabic che nkasa no hodo no bebre ho ye won kwada no ho adaje in fact o mapom din hia ye nti no e wo mu ai the doctor for ba na o ma ba be screening kola ya hwese de o mu sitie afi so o mu di agro eba soccer and football athletics and de ka ho afi ye ne you provide after school and extracurricular activities and bad kwana pon school no a unya ma onyema bibiri ho a otumi ye educational and vacational trips and also ye demand college to get more learning experiences ye canteen no de well ni makoda de open ye de ma no and afin so ya chem koda how to play musical instruments says ye suko no ne ye nema ye ne ye sonko violin ne drums ne guitar ne ade and afi trumpet afi so traditional dancing ne ade so ewo ho Excel Community School ewo Sipebu Okrum Kumasi eben Ice Drop Water Company na Juada Kopim Fiada da Eko School offer 0509 288 476 and chimu opibia de bema 0509 288 476 0242 647 499 0242 647 499 nyina wo Excel Community School a bibia eye kama ewo ho Faith to Bumpate Clinic and so you juma ye di pa say uhu edodo uhu mfawa uhia ya resebia no ba ya so ya homeopathy nti no ye nnuro ni ade nyina ye sonko obegina afidie so na afidie aka de how am oduro ahenema kokobi 18 na Faith fo ewo ya de mu aye den pa afako ofre wo mu e was 0244583859 0244583859 na bia be kama na 0275 969 0275 969 no anu juada kopem memen dada na ye di adwuma Franco Trading Enterprise and the phone papa fie sisi idea so open phone ato a Franco for na ewo phones papa say akate Apple Nokia and Techno type of phone awunya bia no Franco for be ma obi na almost how ho apempena de ni nyina accessories no say SD cards na chargers ne pen drives ne power banks Franco will be the Franco TV aba special TV o makoya aba no asano skyward ne nyina wo ho enne o hwe Franco Trading for echi kwan Kumasi amya makunsia na wo mo ejabaji wari afem wo mo ho omo ben YFM ho challenge bookshop no afi omo sa ben edum old Melcom around Boss FM Prudential Plaza ho opposite Kofo Clinic Franco 4 ho and a new KJT market no so wo mo awrem fresh 0206 310483 0206 310483 and 0261 586124 0261 586124 bibia be kama ediama bafo wa akwaba na wo ye de
nyame adom ene de ukono political suit say san we no mo friend san political suit no
adinja
un say san no mo friend no
adinja benza
honestly mi so kra a kire madwen ya be
ye ntungu kopem ti be hu de nti
da bi ntimi ntungu ye musam ne mfane out de nti a
enti ye to gu kopem ti be tuma confirm
oh
say
ye friend political suit in there etinye ne
enti no mo friend
de enti na ye kohwehwe enti ye to go enye yi
Wadaroma, Bemetu.
They come to see 2 go akababua.
Oh,
Na ya kwa ko here confirm one aba beto.
Yavi,
E mema nyina ngope Truman capsules.
Truman.
Natural info na dia.
Na ese bema kron.
Wunya Truman na. E na wo kan na ase enye ye ni obia bia so ye kan ebi de kan ebi e wo homa wa. Watu fa ho na watu ho na mu. De di kan ne se ye friend premature ejaculation. Sebia bema one oba da na ye nkan ade 10 kura. So bu awon kan 10.
Sene
No nie.
Ebi ase ye
obu kura ade no be sha ase no kura asema bada.
Is according to the man they ato so. Funny face.
Funny face say.
Ujeje muntem am from funny face.
Sa, ne bema ye funny face. Bia what do about Truman capsules. And a weak erection. Obu also an bema na yire nchen a ema ne mu enche. Ntimi kura nyina yi na ha adwene. And obu also so a sebe oni oba da no. Say dem kura nyina go school. No bo aba na de akola bia just on akola boni.
Ebi shift system wo ho.
SS one go fear. Go track for fear.
Ntino.
Do we nya ye ne mo mamu ntie bi. Say SS for go anyi.
Aba so ma be track.
SS1 for go to 15 years for so many. Say o we yi ba ko na afi ade ni mpagya biem no. Eno so a problem. Te no ho nkomo ene edu nya Truman na no ano no. Osisi ta ye ya. One video bi a akwa no gina ho dwa na nu say fix the nation. And you free them by say fix Usisi answer. Won't fix Usisi.
We can I fix the nation.
Oh, Sisi, ya unya. And our face who will reduce sex drive. We will only atinka. Was when you're 2 man available. After 0204 616161 0204 616161 0249 017101 0249 017101 and no yeah. Natural na di pro slab by the cell strength capsules ni nyina aba enti sanity ma me nyeje headlines in tem na emre ko bosomturu ra bank ukwa no be di djuma kama ba cho wa ohia sika wo de betretre wa djuma mbosia ana bibi etesa no ombe ma obi so per salaries loan na salaried loan wo do pay fa hwa ne ama kakra na aye kama afi commercial loan sika edidi dwa okọ bosomturu bank se aso pa Greek loan akuafo bosia e de ma akuafo de kuani a ko transport loans so ho afi so omo wo social loans na open sky wedding e bia yie bi na aba anaze school fees ni ade a eno anu no Xmas bonanza eno bronya duru na apem wo boa omo susu loans Apex Link is rich ho omo MoneyGram Western Union money transfer mobile money transfer overdraft bi na apese wo ye fixed deposit susu ni nyina bank ni complete bibia omo ye na ade a me fe obosomtwefo ni so wa bete kwekwen na chese omo no wudi nkomo de be si wo account mi bi anoma send you message kama kontase head office miminim bank bi e organ omo mabosia che obosomtwe obi aka kire nim bank bi a se ope bosia obosomtwe obi antimi omo dabi mimi tie majibi bank fo nyina ko bosia bomu me majibi sports for it na miniminu ajibo yajibi ende metima aka minim yakojibi ne etie yetuepia o za akwa na ojeje no bosom so how adwene so edi adwene ompanyimfo no mo contact de mo abotre kaka na edi there be edi de otimika za me chiao enya busin aka be chia na jese no ana ombusian bo efedodo kobusomtwe fia kobi wotre de kokofu jaache kwa da sojuna zakito said de ekede won fa ho de obusian de o de yede david Lord Healthcare and Save Your Liver Foundation CMRA near meye test yemre how strong our liver is no hepatitis B screening yanyiska o do ani che Roman Hill Kumasi opposite Solid FM adeka last fie ho na no an so mo ho ye be test ye news ke wi aya mo aduro ne bia minim kakra bi be ya ba test ne ade ne if you back am 0202543754 okay entiba for yenkoi Oscar Max so frefre o se obi amaji atare papa nche also you fine o say James Oscar Max Oscar Mac do wodiema. Niema. Ena men suru because niema no so bo nyedin. Oscar Mac niema no quality ne bo na. Office suits or bridal wear, designer t-shirts, wedding dresses, kente lace ni nyina bi o. Ena all perfumes, makeups, designer shoes and belts. Na dia yes, adia ye we pa ne say. Or mother care no ho. Actually what dey no call off. All kinds of baby foods. Mo ana ya mo ya dey ko se gina so. Eye na ane se ase ekodi nkomo ne edum nti o ba ye nkai.
Ase we say ko in Kenya
sanity and baby squad kwala ni ma kwala ni ma bicycle bibia bi o adum prepare the second street opposite transformer Oscar Maxau inside Sego Lane and afi KJT traffic light up number 0245 999 882 0245 999 882 Oscar Mac no go penta the shoes near the 0208 120280 but what's it
a political suit you are wearing you know no one
so you know akodi obi won konkon
anya ho na
asem naba
mama come there
Obedi ko say akodi obi adwuma
e dey akodi obi adwuma eno ni case ho na Zaki to grant this story ni mama
I'm not story the cross me and I'm saying
999882020120280 ba for yen ko ba e be ko C for C because and the wow yes
see see my jatum say o de me ko
yade bi e ha obi a o kwa doctor ho doctor ba ko de Naomi and Ebenezer so
Dr. Naomi on na me ko
Ebenezer so ho
Dr. Naomi
na nurse for no any ade ni o kwa o me he o kama nurse for no so said you mbesi che say wo check o niam na obo nko
me ko Dr. Naomi ho
o be ko
ma Dr. Naomi dia to
ya re ma doctor eti omo ejo so embato kwamu fitem kwamu fitem kumase ejo so kwamu fitem ho no mo yade bia so atra no ne bi watra ya heading brana ye ma one touch neko ewo C for C homeopathic hospital ni enkobi wa Accra dental Takra de Cape Coast Aguna so edu Aguna Odobin Acheampong de Sunyan number is 050 004 0328 050 0040328 and 055 2890 980 055 2890 ba for afa ye nye enko
is there me ni ya to me say ye be ko C for C
okay eh be boa
I say ye ko
say me ko ko na boa me akwanu asase captain bia
odi ho dance champion so
omo ade bi kam bi om de ma to onum
sa
ebe ye adwuma captain we ni
ai ne o de bi kam ko
tofi keke
kama lu kana de be ka ho de no do no to
how go
Chama Abofo to storm Techiman heavily tomorrow. Abofo to storm Techiman heavily tomorrow. Tamasa pata mo de oni mo kakra. E kwa wa from Abofo to Techiman.
Oh e nwasa.
To mbeti mako.
Offense Abofo.
Omso mbe ko pa.
Abofo ko no offense north no.
Offense north.
Oh Abofo to Techiman. Meaning that Techiman 75 miles from Kumasi. And Abofo should be around 50. So would me check your amount.
Almost on the papa. Almost say, welcome home, Di Maria.
Di Maria Abofo.
Abofo. Typical Abofo boy. Typical match in the crowd, but we are almost on morning conquering you. Debbie, stop over at Abofo, Casa Monco. Nyane interfie na afi wo de ho abekere enti tena de tama nyane behwe e wo Techima ho no mo abofo man nyina na Techima no enti ehun sem wo ho no mo a eno so no ye de beba stop favoring Kotoko and House of Folk. Stop favoring Kotoko and House of Folk. Dr. Pakwesi Ndum
na doctor oni Kotoko ni house o mu nya asem ya okay house no ne boy ya
na no sharks no osi da bia am pese Kotoko ne has na league yeso ye football club ye jeye yeso ye football club ye jeye na nsema wa biem agu honom no tama ye ba na eno so ye ba be ka bi kakra enso so wo honom media supporters ne say omo match am bebo no next match obebo no ma coaches no ana coach no mo field principal kwajima so mo ne bobia on betu so koko akere coaches no don't fail Prince Opoku Agyemang or else you see red saliva and I say saliva into koko red saliva nti and also so no e wo ho no mo tama and also e betimi aba and tama Kotoko CEO to visit AJ complex Kotoko CEO to visit AJ complex and also details kakra ho no on say work is progressing steadily and also who some
Zach
yeah the beba
young boy
Doctor, good morning.
morning sir
Yes. Eba no unam 18 ni mo a bi mo papa manyama no. Unam wa say oyrepa no.
okay e don ma sit
Yes,
ya o
radio baby abede duru bia radio no.
oh fine 18 mu for
Yes,
ya don ma sit pa na mi sure mu okay
na we den ka me mfise bia nka nya news ba no pe na me hwe who is Graham Potter. Yes. Graham Roberts. Unse ni dini Graham Roberts ena
e ka asem enye pandit nti am o ka say asem e piada
yes
about Brighton match we America if you watch them when the almost started season they were playing to please
yes
obia no obeti one Brighton abobo wa dominating like that in the Premier League throughout the season
yes
but no money omo connect goals more
yes
but they are very good team.
Yeah, they pass very well.
Very good side.
Yeah, they pass very well.
Coach, British coach. Okay.
Yeah,
and now I'm gonna say City no.
Yes. He's a very good coach.
3-2.
Yeah. Bissouma Esoba United. He's a
Bissouma wait a minute moment for that now.
Or a defensive midfielder.
But so I meant for that.
Or a defensive midfielder.
Somewhere you are.
Only any bio.
Mark Tommy.
Maybe Tommy don't protect. Yeah. Bissouma. Yeah. Ose Tommy on defended back four.
An elite club and the projection better than all other things.
Ose United the only defensive player Matic. But no is aging. The Akano they don't protect the back four. Fred unprotected back four.
United among guys almost pay. Bissouma into there.
O say a campaign in yentino.
Okay. Yes, Dan Ings near some.
Say ya unso masha say. Sake se bua ko fatale. Yo yati. Na so to na me nenam WhatsApp na me hu Graham Roberts nsem yi. Na serious because on so onye nbeketwa. He's a former legend of Tottenham Hotspur. Obi a wa club na boni e pre no prayer na went me anto so anko nanim. And he's a legend of Tottenham Hotspur. And today na boss our legends cup the game na Mourinho e coach e wo new stadium no park obi. And to hu se Mourinho ne Levi John no mudi nkomo. Nti ho o hwe kwan na Mourinho ni gestures e de ekoso na ene Levi nimu a no se no akwa we se bi adwumbo na ba ne tiri mo pese pam papa ne firi no obeje adwuma ne ye.
Or catch and say
yes
players are one your home board now.
Yes, me
na farmer main
I will get the best out of them.
So one cast o me na no.
Ont me nyina no because ya some kan. Ont me nyina no because asem no kan. Oh.
So wa me nyina no de o kan.
So me nyina no. Asem so me yi wa no
ya. Bia na ma ko tu onu abo esi dun katia. O se pepe bia report to say President Kofo nyame obekume. President Kofo me kan hwe nto nyame obekuma mpa.
Ati
yeah, there are some cases that so come na oche.
Once what if you hack say there are some issues sometimes you just let them go.
And go for vegedi.
But when you say fine say issue
so if you are letting them go, then who agrees and go for bit majedi?
Well, but
I mean who has the Mourinho tea. No be can say we na. Name go for no make say ntesa. That's what mon carry.
No, you see,
me ba kwa
fo defend.
Me ba kwa fo na bia papa bedi nkomo no o me moye nti ye me twen say oni ndi nkomo wi
a serious allegation.
So me moye wa ase ya.
That's very serious.
Na enra Andrew Pelu ama nkofo nya asamanka. Na enra me hwe ikofiri kenim na me hwe no nkomo dia na de no pa ne se Pelu lusu na and then obenya asamanka
Oh boy, and there's so much cap. And the
Kofiriki
and the
na ne de agye sek o magic cap no ba coach na wo je ne ninje ko no fese nka elus nka de nka agbe na just agba no nka oko but and Pelo winning wie no and o ton krama Juventus supporters no say I want to stay at Juventus. That's what I'm here for. I like football. Then the management will decide. But I would like to continue. So this is Andre Pello after the game yesterday. Now, Andra, share game now. Yes, by virtue of born the and Kabaka say no, and yet a true reflection of results now because the better team lost yesterday in terms of controlling the game, in terms of possession. But one thing that Juventus did was they were purposeful. I mean,
game there.
Juventus game.
Me Tima will reduce to Atlanta this season. They said they are not Juventus here.
And Zakito said, Zakito no any other ball.
What say even in the second half?
I'm saying, born I'm a boy and
born I'm here. Your boy, boy doing. Over doing. Who's over doing? As long as I say, born I'm here. Even in the second half, Menyeswa say Atlanta enter Juventus box in 2 times. Juventus best performance this season. A game no go against Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
you see the American
Tactics the Pello.
One no nsie no ja asem ne kan.
Ka say.
The so Oshe game na. It was in the Juventus side that were playing. You see to here we say omo ball. Ball no Atlanta were playing. But tactically now Juventus so tactically Juventus ever in the game no to it's a certain pattern. All the Atlanta play the ball, but we do the most important thing in the game, and that was what Juventus were doing. They allow Atlanta to play the ball, and they did the most important thing. They were more purposeful. And it's a yeah, or more any idea.
MJ different TV.
Yeah, I'm saying
different match.
Maybe. I think so. And that was what happened exactly yesterday. And I think that going forward, no, Juve can take from this game ahead of their last game against Bologna and go on. Now, the Andra Liverpool also won 3-0, an emphatic victory 3-0 against Burnley. Leicester
say Liverpool.
No, for around there because Crystal Palace have been very poor this season. And team WWE and Crystal Palace.
Okay, Liverpool got 42 games at Anfield.
And you play no what Champions League
ni. You see, Osha a born Leicester born this season now. So Crystal Palace they've been very poor.
Arsenal show untina kasa na.
Onya Arsenal show. Dia season no show mo they very poor. No say Arsenal bobo. Now my problem is Leicester from the one I share Premier League they've been tough for till
Omsane Ryan Mason
Tottenham Hotspur and on say I don't know
final match
and say come on ko lose and and Chelsea a difficult game against Aston Villa. They are stubborn. Occasionally they are stubborn and the BLT let's see but for now they are certain Liverpool say they are in the top 4.
Mama ma special birthday too. Papa senior Godfred Franco Poku on the general manager of Asokori Bank. Senior Godfred and then birthday. And the general manager of Asokori. Who say are they back about general managers of Omu do on birthday na Omu bless a lot of people. To assure that they are bassam in fan fair for days so. BBS is so a man for birthday. We are in meeting them phone number for scrutiny.
Birthday muidie. What if you can see him? You rank it to him. Mene akumia sechi ye dofo pa. Mfani ni agro. Bridget ye boa. Ene na woda. Enti
Bridget.
Yes, ye fair fidie so.
Bridget as a dean.
Minim no.
Some of her.
Mengo.
No so birthday. No
Obi
munya.
Estro.
Go no. Asamba me no na ekọ.
Ucheche mai. Obi ya kasa.
Oh, okay. Oh, ayi Marseille ayi nursing school no. Oh, okay. On some zibini no.
Ono so
Bridget na birthday.
na birthday nti.
Okay. Nti ene ni be shia na.
Oh,
Now they be now they over so the taxes, but most likely.
What's the manager dinner then?
Friend of Godfred Franco Poku.
Mr. Godfred.
Mr. Poku Franca. Asokori Raban general manager.
Askwari Rabank general manager. Boss, yeah, chow.
I am
Yaba happy
Poku.
birthday. Anna, yeah, the Bridget at was.
I Bridget at was.
Me baba kwa ma Sika FM senior mo. Our more titino. Your friend Mark Love Nana Yao Palmer.
On the birthday.
And they and the birthday.
I don't know. No bad. That's also a power. That does it for me. Captain. Where we? And the Bridget, Diane, you ever find it serious?
Yeah.
oh, definitely.
Serious.
BBC.
Boss with Diano. You have her phone also.
I'm in the Bama man for. But make my first a delete. And I is.
BBC weekends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we weekend.
Weekends.
Bridget, happy birthday. This is old school, Anna.
Weekends, and I say, on say next week so. I am birthday next week Wednesday.
Anna, what the befra?
And you bet me a day.
Okay.
Near in Kama.
And one on the two.
Now what happens? Ramesin and the Tottenham. I thought they were going to win, to at least to keep their Europa League hopes now. But as it stands now, if they lose to Leicester, I'm about the last game on Leicester now. A bit more you move to the 7th position. Use the Premier League. From U4 now up to 6th position goes to Europa. The 7th position UEFA Conference League. I'm talking on Eba.
And then I'm going to do Roma.
Arsenal will be. Arsenal will be.
No. Arsenal they no. So unless Arsenal be 7th. So one slot. More how many slots? English how many slots? I saw one slot.
I said you'll be able to.
I saw this 7th though.
Marino Babo Europa League.
I saw this 7th.
Said 2 teams never Copa Italiano. Se Juve Eba Copa Unia Copa Italia automatic qualification through the league standing. That means Marino Babo Copa Babo Europa Cup.
The Nibishan conference
Open conference.
Now I don't say Momo conference no situation no unless we win the last game. I take time.
The last 7 games.
No more hope is there. More no more hope is there. Tottenham go lose. Then push him forward.
Last 7 games. So nobody has beaten Arsenal.
Then Ateta has been doing well. Said I don't come here Arsenal did the statistics by. I think I don't know. Is that in the dark or you? But whatever being the case, so your team lost and Arsenal supporter or some Tottenham supporter. I'm saying the whole world don't want even young.
The coach in Ampenasem. Maybe support Tottenham.
Ramesin
Ampenasem.
Okay, sanity.
Madam for no.
But then Henry Oko France and so on. PSG also win a cup. The French cup no. Omuna winning 2 goals against Monaco. A Monaco team in the league. Almost show home and away. Almost share PSG home and away. So behind me matters most. French president, something Macron. The last time the Ghana president Shiana no catching catching Omuncha Africa young man. Young man. No be catching say Ghana president lecture no. Minimum how true is that? Now yes me busa.
Or lecture is saying.
Oh French university, one of the universities.
Now the go for charge of any.
And I make kind of me busa.
I mean who know na na do CV so that.
She
say he was a lecturer in France, but you minimum say Oko school the way no in French.
And I told them
the
that
law, and yati.
I told them
but
that.
minimum say that time no be na. Anyway, it's probably possible.
In fact, I can't kind of master konutum.
We grad and every
Accra ko elko services kanu. Yem fancha.
Baby na.
There's a what you say South Africa. So the whole thing is that the French president was in attendance and PSG they might not win the league this season. Still are to Lille early done by 1 point. Ahead of the last round of games on Mokwakoboro. So, if for nothing, at that time, I catch you said the last 8 years,
the last 8 years they've won 7 league trophies. So Obetuma like you to Juventus kakra, except that the Champions League qualification assured. Juventus will have to wait until this weekend. Mbappe and then the last no, almost share Monaco 2-0. No more they carry the French cup no. That aside, so like Striker was saying, in fact this season, me hear Juventus team. Boy, I'm the man no. Me won't be. It was the Juventus team that made sure so Atlanta will not have their way. You know, the Atlanta team said that so if you allow them to play there, they'll possess, they will do their passing and make sure say even though once I'm consider a lot today. Now so they also score. It is also the Italians go scoring the last 3 seasons they've been on top. Almost goes par. And so to a Juventus team and what the moves on was almost high pressing and medium pressing. They did that very well. And the moment I will put team like Atlanta now be high pressing and medium pressing, it means you don't allow them to start the game from the back. And when they are not starting from the back, I almost struggle kakra. And I know that Juventus, I want to believe that Pelo maybe was saving the best for the last. But whatever been the case, now they want to save face because a season almost struggle. Now maybe I come to Champions League. If for nothing, we to capo there, so to salvage your own image. So it was a good game from Juventus. It was a game Pelo had in the cast right and they play well. So I think kudos to them for winning that. But you have to wait until this weekend. Why is that? Juventus then almost 10. What does AC Milan win almost 10 against Atlanta? It's a big game.
Maybe uncle, interview me, no be. Sir, can see me, no. Okay. Yeah, what was it? You were having a day similar to 10.
Yes, Milan is playing Atlanta. No, because a cap, 10. I'm hoping. So,
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Sunday. Yeah.
Game and then travel to extra time. As Atalanta players, and they would have been so much exhausted, and that would have affected them against Milan. Because what Juventus
now better travel, sir.
The minimum better travel. Say travel, I be bomb bremo.
That's one bre.
I say about 90 minutes. Benke kwa 120 minutes and come bremo.
No bre, say amount. Not easy and we are show man.
Yes, I see be show mo. So my bre.
Ah, okay.
Milan enya 1 week rest.
All right.
Me ba chat ya say. Milan enya 1 week rest. How much Atalanta? Think come be show mo more. And tina no asata me Juventus nya 2 na me bomb pa ya say o de mo be show mo a. Maybe kwa na me nye coach ni. But I'm sure my dear mamma found one quest at a much to 1 year. Nearly 90 minutes. Send a bear on bit many and a job against Milan. Legend Premier League, you know, Achichena, come. Na near Tennessee, Enra Hurricane at the end of you know. It seems a signals an end of era. I say a train no maybe the Mayan. Yet me more game we Emma defeat him back. Probably better interpret it na or we can support us in a day. Bessa Hurricane ebe movie across the length and breadth of the pitch. Now all born and some supporters in after a defeat. Na can be beach or say it be an error at Tottenham Hotspur no. It be a berry. Warriors had the neck can be beach himself for all you know. It be on it Daniel Levine Tottenham penny phone in a dim come out quetry. And say it be a hurricane on twasso it was space view. To move it one side no applaud no kwa the other side when you free pitch and so na hurricane kwan na one of bobo and some supporters no say he's an early center forward that yehu in the Premier League and they currently in the game and who be here a best fata say hurricane ebetimi anya a top flight football abo next season on deserve Europa League and be a Tottenham one so that is one of those things in our legend of course Enre Numre no team friends Leicester City at Premier League from match day 1. Legend, we are left with just a game to go. Today they are fit. Since February, after team and friends say Liverpool so about rem. So we are talking about 2 teams before I said Thomas to have Abe for Chelsea and not Chelsea the 9th position. Since February, Liverpool phone to me rat top 4 mo. Leicester City since match day 1 Omo rat top 4 musa just a game to go today they are fit. Now their destiny is not in their hands anymore. so betimi a qualifier minimum so be Tottenham betimi a show 2 or 3 goals different betimi a show mo Tottenham for nothing bibia no betimi a save mo bio motivation no mu bibia no off but then Liverpool lose to Crystal Palace ama Chelsea so could lose and also ma draw even against Aston Villa. So that is the point I say Leicester City team ejina and I think say
Aston Villa.
Any Aston Villa or Villa Park.
That's also a big game.
It's a game pa. It's a crucial game. Say surprise be likely say when a Villa Park in be free aba. Say benya surprise package bia ma Leicester City team.
And Liverpool and Crystal Palace.
Liverpool and Crystal Palace.
And Leicester and Tottenham.
Leicester and Tottenham. Say Liverpool with meditate.
It's possible.
Chelsea board draw.
Say o me no board draw.
Na mo say
some bisa na me bisa.
Yeah, mo ya mo be do we have the third na.
Third is possible.
On the FIFA mo ya ma show.
Oh, and say we be say na wo pɛ no. They wo pɛ no so unya.
Liverpool be champions.
Yes.
Yeah, we have been consistent with that.
It's almost
on the FIFA me show say win.
It's almost certain. But surprise that you be ba. E betimi akwa dia ma because Jack Grealish pra no pray no. And then arrival na catch says football no mo born of Villa Park no bo mu be 50%.
And Euros ninety.
Yeah.
Why what?
Yeah.
Just to prove that he's fit.
And definitely he will make the squad.
And only Vikings know him.
Yeah.
Baba boy no so born
kama. And oye bibia say pressure bet him no so omo the ball ne man no. So mo creativity omo the ball ne man no. And physically so you strong pa. And bibia as an attacking midfielder that will be here e will play bi mu no. Abrante friend say Jack Grealish e di ni nyina ama. Na me can asama and I always want to reflect on the young talents at England for because he pick Jack Grealish or James Maddison Uncle Euros. Like this slot on between these two number 10s, these two playmakers but I can also join the squad no. See Jack Grealish make his squad and like they say James Maddison of Leicester City legend Uncle. So see a benya surprise package be a legend and no bet me akwa kusi e Villa Park. The Premier League has been an interesting one. Legend yet and as I share Juve game ni ya. You see, Carpenter, this is not what they are looking for. But game no be catch or say quality there, na club no it will be this season. Quality pass quality if it's about Serie A, Italian league, yebo. And you pick the strength of Milan, the strength of Inter, the strength of Atalanta, the strength of Napoli. Enya who position ena coach a friend say Andrea Pirlo edi Juventus a place no me enra more catates but I'll talk about the sense of agency of the players to win this particular trophy for goalkeeper friend say Johnny Buffon as obo game we now okobo the last game against Bologna on Sunday we the career with Juventus and now legend na ekono e was almost celebrating no the trophy Emma Johnny Buffon no oko. And it's also players in the pa. They wanted to play, die, and commit themselves for goalkeeper friends John Lee Buffon and Andrea Pirlo.
Question.
And that is question.
Say Buffon the second coming.
And the second coming.
But I could not yes all free one. Some about Champions League game you move no players no.
Oh, that be
said.
I said when we give him Serie A title.
Then I make us say it's a Champions League now no here and one makes with Juventus. And I'm on Kumu.
Oh, but here you are talking about one other trophy. But this is Juventus. What's the chance? This is Juventus. They've already lost.
They say Juventus win here.
And no free champions.
Juventus win game. A players and your coach.
That means the coach in it. That be said legend. So person was assess the coach. Who assess the coach in one game? You bought 37 games in the Serie A. About 8 games in the Champions League. And about Coppa Italia matches. And it's all person a holistic assessment of Andrea Pirlo. For one game, he has been a complete failure and a complete flop at a Juventus. But Enra social game here, they drew some points you could clearly see say even when fatigue setting in, the players wanted to play above their own standard just to give this trophy to goalkeeper friends John Lee Buffon. Legend, it was a good game.
Okay.
Frederico Chiesa once again says when you're a top-notch coach, the performance on ever rising baby. Dijan Kulusevski so when your top flight coach, legend the performance never cost you baby. Andrea Pirlo had a world best player in his squad in Cristiano Ronaldo, Alvaro Morata, and Abrante Fresi Dybala. These are top talents when it's about Italian football. But coach, baby, they could do any. So it was a good game for AA Juventus, and I'm only hoping say bet me a bit more confidence and more motivation kakra going forward. Now, legend yet and say, Mr. Mepoachopa. Coach, your friend said Hansi Flick, legend. Oh yeah, a follower of the Bundesliga and German football. Hansi Flick, who know Barcelona, legend, a bear one be. Na ne style of football no, same. Ne style of football no, legend me busa asimo. Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
Ne style of football, ene Barcelona style na ebe kwa kakra. Or a German born, German tactician.
Oh. I don't see.
He's an attacking football.
If you coach Bayern Munich, you can go Bayern so possesses and Barca. I want to more ball back.
Yes.
They need to add some level of efficiency moving forward.
Yeah.
And that's what the Germans have.
Yes.
Getting results. Once the German coach is about results.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's about results.
Yes. Nah.
And I'm saying it's dominate football no more.
Yeah.
Germans who are money.
Yeah, the German coaches now are there more no.
Portuguese for
Portuguese for and Nuno Espirito Santo is doing well.
Very well.
Porto coach now.
And the Portuguese coaches are having problems.
They are not bad. They are not bad. Espirito Santo so yeah Jumakama this season.
I think so bet my coach Barca. I don't on headness Barca coach.
He has been heavily linked with Barcelona job no. Na Nietene said they are contemplating on either or no Hansi Flick, Xavi Hernandez, and I say Yema Koeman another season. Near beef up the squad and Famano El Barcelona.
Say problem all Barca no Xavi. Also when the team is stable.
Yes.
Problem bien no be a cost. Fine, but say they have a lot of problems. Players, Niama Bibre, Xavi mo, how many experience to solve. I don't know how na as a pell officer or struggle.
Exactly.
So period na Juventus have an easy run no.
What did they buy?
By no, dealing with Messi asem ketwa.
Yeah.
Dealing with these kind of players.
Yeah.
And Xavi asem. Hansi Flick also a comfort zone or the any results no.
German national
when you say Bayern team, I guess and you're fine. But I don't know. They almost prepare for you to get the results. Yes. Not too much problems. You have problem with the media, Bayern Munich, and why they should go for?
And he's also a German coach. And yes, and media and protect Wakakra. We or person by near 10 and say,
oh Barcelona coach
legend Barcelona at the moment.
Number 5.
See, I think Ayas coach is another good coach. They are also is one of the candidates, one of the major candidates.
Son of a coach, Bayern coach, Hansi Flick.
National team.
Coach national team.
But you see, near tennis,
we are not drop on another watch it too much.
Oh, sir, Martin and Memphis. I'm all kinds of match. Okay, are you man?
Oh, normal.
Ojo, yenye little exercise bi kakra. Minim say this season we follow Premier League, you know. Our league ni na so a special assistant to the president of Petit Pelé Consort and he came. And then the birthday.
Hey, yeah.
Auntie and he came of
Kesbe
the
birthday, Madam Kuncha.
Kuncha MZ next month to say July mo ba.
Kuncha birthday in the drum.
On the birthday do show.
Hey, Killer Man.
Where might be a friend Killer Man?
David.
Hey, Kuncha sponsor even Killer Man.
Ah,
What's this?
No Radio Mercury.
Killer Man.
Oh, my Penidina no use radio so na me the amount.
I know US is.
I say US. Now Kuncha yon ko brebo pa no.
Okay.
On it me ma Kuncheska o se kwatran kan na ko diska na sabra. Ai.
Na no na Kuncha so Accra be.
Killer Man.
Mafia so. Okay no.
Okay.
Killer Man
na no me.
Who feeling no?
I just like.
I have constituency wo. Honorable.
You know.
But there is almost 2 about no baby 2 no.
na say the unit committee dey your by 2
Send na mo.
ye penipa
Omo
say
take no the
Yeah,
second.
bet.
What do money?
omo person
10.
Omo penipa 10.
no toss to 2
No to
Oh,
na the odi first ni oba.
oh yeah. Na the odi trend
How baby I do kiosk be there. Who want about there some
Ah,
take.
no.
oja
Eh na se me
our
go.
great career
Na se me go pay bi wo ho na bo me so dwe.
I can ask electoral area.
Oba se me amama card dey bi o.
Oba be to election.
Oba be we di first work classes
Yo to yeah.
one excellent guy be one another school. One tia says again in defense and was there and was switch can private school gauges. No bow.
ban be na we
Odi 12 for that class. Odi 12.
Yo to menim so ha Premier League ni this season pa. Say offer the league leaders and the league winners Manchester City. Who wanna be choosing as to player of the season? For Man City.
Premier League, you know.
Yeah, Man City.
Man City best player.
Yes, player of the season.
One more number 5.
Ruben Dias.
I've just enjoyed
Okay.
it.
Mesu me de Bema Ike Gundogan.
I've enjoyed the Arsenal.
United they say Bruno Fernandes.
David look sure.
Look sure. But me de Bema Bruno Fernandes.
Overall best in the Premier League.
As at this stage,
Ahead of
Man of the man.
Kane.
Man of the man.
The overall best.
Ahead of Kane.
league way.
No, ahead of Harry
A
Kane.
penalty best and overall.
Overall best.
Ahead of Harry
Who
Kane.
in penalty best?
That be penalty best. This season, best player in the
No,
English
then
Premier
now,
League. Oh, legend. It's overall contribution.
You need penalty free.
Oh, your penalty.
No, I'm who you penalty free man obey obey above average.
On your above average.
Why 12 assists, 19 goals. Harry Kane, I 13 assists, 22 goals. Say if you're not going out there, why not one?
Kane is a striker.
Indictment.
Kane is a striker.
Premier League now. Premier League now.
Okay, so
Premier League
for
now.
that you are supposed to do more assists.
Premier League na
On one
yenye.
better assist the
Premier League no.
He's the best.
Okwa Chelsea. Me meji 2 years Chelsea player of the season. Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Because he has been consistent.
Yeah.
They say Liverpool are better 4th.
Yeah.
Salah still remains Liverpool player of the season based on the goal contribution to Liverpool club no. O extended at the kwase wa Leicester City. This season enye Jimmy Vardy. Who said there is one player at Leicester City. Even Premier League team of the season that's a uniform. So that guy no mokoto ni free Saint Etienne no. Wesley Fofana.
Why are there but not there?
But what I'm trying to
He's
say
a
is
young player who has done very well.
yeah.
But Menyes also overall Leicester.
On say what key players within the Onone Ndidi. On say key players within the Leicester City team. Jimmy Vardy. You read fine, but I think indeed.
Ave Barnes near injury. Just like Madison. So they went off for a long time. But no, for fun and why are they? You know why? Because they were not expecting too much from him.
Yes.
The mate ni William Saliba.
Yes. Saint Etienne.
Emma Saint Etienne. He has done well, but best player of Tottenham, Leicester there.
On say over Leicester.
Over
Over Leicester team now. Debbie. Vardy this is no help.
Ndidi.
Edimi jo to okay kan na ko si Tottenham Hotspur. You will easily pick Harry Kane as their player of the season. A game na me share between Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur no. Me dem ji 2 years this season the Premier League. The only contender to Harry Kane Abrante Fence Ike Gundogan. But after watching Aston Villa game no against Tottenham Hotspur, pra Edija Grealish nya. Pra Edija Grealish nya. From baby I started with Aston Villa team no. Say no we team ni clearly. The team is just built around him. Ono the team ni be agina so. Eti question na me be say when you full season and then can Aston Villa over Champions League. We go start the season no. We to say na no mo there be once you start the season na no no mo ko big clubs ni mo go show mo. Or return ye no, omo ko Tottenham no mo ko show Tottenham. Eti me hwe ni din and makase once omo start no ball na omo bo no on. Na so omo so footballers no mo hye de ne ho bebre. Omo nye players a omo skill see eje ball ye hwehwe ne sa anyoma no. But their decision making baby or the pass better similar to Francesco Totti. Ricosta. So what you say? These are players I'm to their knowledge baby say do musi hwe ball no ene omani no omodi hu baby a players wo mo de pass beto no you will sit down and ask yourself, na we mko do mo ye de no mutimi de ball no share ema player etimi hu say baby a player gina wa hu say defender bi gina ho a wo pass ball na defender no what the first option say bi obese ball but ball no so amena koso the player no so it after watching am say Aston Villa 40 anyi and ka yewie season no ka player and Otuo one way akobe the most expensive signing in the English Premier League history Abrante ne fence Jack Grealish no mesa ka biem say Tottenham season there away on the very day Mourinho was sacked because se wo form season ni nyina na you say ase na wi based on target and no mo achieve you see based on target and no mo achieve because from what Mourinho was doing Otuo na bibia nkyerɛ sɛ na bibia nkyerɛ sɛ obetimi de Tottenham Hotspur akɔ top 4 na bibia nkyerɛ so obetimi de Tottenham Hotspur akɔ top 4 etu omo season no de no mpɛ so mo achieve no na Mourinho awie ne dada no ntimi for mo mbɛ top 4 etimi Ryan Mason no obeso adwuma mu no I will not judge Ryan Mason because the club is not planning to use Ryan Mason as their main coach.
But I remind him, Mr. Trotto. And when I say our kind, so Mourinho, not what
I who say football writers, no, omo player of the season, no. I'm a Ruben Diaz in the English Premier League. But maybe they're a Hurricane.
He's brought stability.
Born again in Moye, na yenye
na Van Dijk to me when one they are Ruben Diaz or Winnie Bienye. And they sitting in there. I think he has brought stability to the team. And then you don't attack City easily. One person, one Joe deserve it.
Maybe me different view. Me different view about saying, but at the right time. You know, born again more na yenye exercise kakra bi wo TV ni so. Clean up exercise bi because of Barcelona. Se Spanish ni ka se la limpa. Eche se clean up. One Laporta eba be yi players ni bi free Barcelona team ni. Na me to players yi gu ya. Omo na mark you.
One Laporta na be yi.
Obe yi omo.
Aha na see obi German.
David Barcelona na mo ne Real Madrid mo de me to.
Jeze ba bia ti me.
David ho de wo ye yi a, wo ye.
Bavo wa. Chairman ni see vote me ni perfect team mu.
It missy pa.
Ti bi see ah.
Oh,
now, when the players are Otuo, Barcelona club ne decide say sama we person no muton kwantapai. Neto, Umtiti, Junior Firpo, Pique, Jordi Alba, Sergio Roberto, Pjanic, Busquets, Matteo, Coutinho, Braithwaite, Griezmann, and Dembele. Barcelona.
It depends where you are the Omoko.
Was that financially the club is struggling?
You won't go Roma, I'm going to start.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ebia.
Obi o ebia start.
Biotto clean up exercise never cost no. One. Barcelona as a football club and then one Laporta decided say they will renew Lionel Messi contract. Anya hwe kwan se ni sika no muntimi ntuma the original the ombe maintaining no. Based on the club financial struggle.
Go to baby.
Last week here, Barcelona kwaji loan of 500 million euros to pay debt. Players omo do omo car, omo salary, yes. Using some of their sponsorship to cover those debts in Barcelona, edeno as a guarantee and the kwaji that loan no. Because to some players we are. Obeti one Laporta say. Mimi jitu me say na Iniesta wa at the age of 32 33 na Barcelona eja na kwan a adenti na say Gerard Piqué da so tena Barcelona say wo hwe Barcelona clearly this season obi say Jordi Alba say Barcelona eja na kwan da because the last 3 seasons onye consistent but say players edu stage bia number ye big boys within the club normal form constituencies within the club ti uyu o ma eden mekaneme sa aka biem say how Barcelona and they supporters who as a big club. The revolution was done by one Laporta. So be betimi aye or no. Because before ye babe name as Barcelona president no. Now Barcelona had only one Champions League trophy. Ye were clubs before that period no much Champions League champ Barcelona. Aston Villa account. eti na Barcelona enye an elite club, grade A club when it comes to clubs or winning Champions League. But by a revolution, no, I don't know be about Barcelona be able benefit till their last Champions League trophy in 2014-2015. It's another revolution, koso. Ewo Barcelona club no. Na enei 3 coaches. And I was pamusa players we in everywhere. Was I na adwene say obe consider mu baako. The only day I as coach no, Eric Ten Hag. Barcelona as a football club, ewo mo philosophy. Se Barcelona diverted from their philosophy, enye Barcelona be. It's when omo your appointment, the first thing is say the president of the club also need the trust of the coach. It's who coach no ba now when the president na dwene your pa on foul. Time Laporte ekwa Pep Guardiola na fila Masia no. Pep Guardiola ka kire no. Said the opposite me be ameye. And o ka kire say build Lionel Messi to become the greatest footballer on planet. Ampeniampa Pep Guardiola everyone arguably you can say Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer football. It's another revolution. Eba bekoso at Barcelona. Mzoto we players here that we are. What should be to Antoine Griezmann? What should be to Antoine Griezmann? A player Barcelona torn closer to 130 million euros. And what Barcelona want to do is some person send it back to Atletico Madrid. No more call for João Felix. João Felix ebe understand the line of Messi. It's by 2 or 3 years time Messi free man. Barcelona epeso mo build o team around João Felix because Real Madrid ebe start ya build o team in case o mo kofa Kylian Mbappe, on be build o team around Kylian Mbappe. It's ne baby anyo me kon so right. Another for Pello the end there, you been the right time to talk about Pello. Me catch you say, mashe great Italian coaches. Ebia most of them as footballers. Se me the Pello gina hwa, the Pello achieve ye e won football career no, omo ntimi achieve bi. Because Arrigo Sacchi, ofo obi se Fabio Capello, ofo obi se Carlo Ancelotti, Marcello Lippi. Recent Italian coaches of Mabam to Tomaye successful. Anya way you can mention Champions League around them. Sacchi G2, Capello EG1, Mokofa Ancelotti G2, Marcello Lippi EG1. These are coaches me can as Italian or G waiting by Champions League waje 3 ha. These are coaches Mzoto omunim Champions League nije. But me if there is a coach NA also ye Italian metimi di mitia to the amana ya Pello. Because when I was setting footballers, the moment who obi to say Zidane, me make say the management skill e there ba ko eboa early years at Real Madrid. But how Zidane bobo me to say Zidane so be coach ade na say Zidane fail. Now we can Javi, we the hebo na Javi bo. Adwena na Javi de bobo no. Ade ti na Javi so be coach say Javi fail. Same thing applies to Andrea Pello. But sometimes ubeti akwaji adwuma bi no akwaji na the wrong time. Adwene no wo no, he's coaching the wrong club. Okay. And only problem was say because right. Problem now on so channel. Enra when you the first trophy as a coach. Whether so better na Juve, whether so want na Juve. I mean common say. Okay. Na Emra. Bavo na other why a year na. About Enra issue Jibo Rezi ha. 3 points. Points na. Yeah, general. They the boardroom points. The president of SWAC Edna Watum. And no entering komo kakra. The writer himself now of course say baby a footballer drew. And you can say ne yeah 30 points. There are so many ways probably we could have used to and yeah nin komo kakra. President Kwabena Boa, good morning.
Good morning, my boys.
Mbajo ohoya dear.
By God's grace, yeah, very, very, very funny. I just had my second shot of my COVID vaccination, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm fine, but I'm fine, thanks.
At least the HSL system, no, they say they're COVID there, you are almost through. But still, obviously, you have to keep the protocols, and
you have to, of course, you have to observe the protocols, except there are too many different signals coming from our medical authorities. For example, in the US, the directive is that over second dose you can refuse to wear the mask. But in other jurisdictions, you are still encouraged to wear your mask and observe all the protocols. So, this is a novel sickness. So I do not think that we have all the information and solutions. Every now and then, the information is changing, the solution is changing. So we in Ghana, dear, whether you have the second dose or not, you would have to continue observing the protocols, and then hope for the best.
So the best is to keep it safe.
Keep it safe.
Right, I'm saying, there's a write-up on the whole Trodia. It's viral, it's everywhere, and you gave a very strong opinion about points are yetete or clubs, for instance, the case involving Legon City's Nebusian Dwarfs. Exactly what is your position?
Well, my position is very simple. The laws are made for men, not meant for laws. And the law that is being quoted has been in existence for, I think, over 2.5 decades. And the drafters of that particular law, or more reason, that law. You know, several years ago, what was happening was that teams were deliberately fixing matches. And especially during the second, getting to the tail end of the competition. And what was happening was that once matches were fixed, teams, almost they decided to say, yeah, we won't even show up. And then after a while, the match is called off, and then the team receives 3 points. So to discourage that practice, the law was drafted that if you don't show up, you're going to lose further 3 points. So there was a reason for doing that. Also, in the case of hooliganism, there was a reason why that was done. So as I keep saying, this law has been on the books for so long. But in the case of these Legon Cities and Dwarfs game, I do not want to question the integrity of the referee because we have to protect them. He said he felt unsafe. So the second half, he decided not to continue the match. And I think the referee in question is referee Maxwell Owusu. No.
The referee is Alpha Day.
No, referee Alpha Bay.
Yeah.
Owusu Weather was the Hearts of Oak.
Yeah, the Hearts of Oak and Mina Sharks game.
Sharks fan. I think if we have the opportunity, we'll speak about that game too.
Okay. Yeah.
But Alpha Bay, when his assistants and the match commission decided that their lives were in danger and would not continue the match, at the time the Legon Cities were leading by 1-0. Yes. They have sat on the case and decided that Legon City should be credited with the 3 points. I do not have a problem with that, to be honest with you. But to further deduct accumulated points, I have a serious problem with that. And I think that if we're not careful, we'll be setting a very horrible precedent. What will be happening in future is that a team visiting another venue could send their supporters to, as it were, go and create problems for the referee. For which reason the referee would decide to abandon the match. And then further 3 points are deducted from the other team. We have to be very, very careful. And the point I keep making is that, look, we punish to reform. We don't punish to destroy. And you don't use, in my opinion, you don't use a sledgehammer to kill a mosquito. If you want to kill a mosquito, you have a way of killing the mosquito, either with a spray or a simple tap is going to kill the mosquito. You don't use a sledgehammer. In other words, the punishment must be commensurate with what has happened. And for me, in the past, we had such levels of hanky-panky in the boardroom. This league started brilliantly, in my opinion. Everything's been going smoothly. We don't have to get to the era where too many points were won in the boardroom. As much as possible, points must be won on the field of play. I'm not blaming those who interpreted this particular law, but I think that it's so archaic. It's for me, it's backward at this particular stage. And the Buswa Dwarfs have been doing quite well. It's most unfortunate that they will not lose those 3 points, but further be deducted 3 points. What it means is that in the final analysis, if Dwarfs are relegated, it won't be because they didn't do so well on the field of play, but because a certain law and a certain interpreters of the law decided to go so technical. And I feel very, very strongly about it. And if Dwarfs are complaining and have decided to appeal, I'm all for that. I think they should appeal and go to the farthest point to ensure that justice prevails. As I indicated, we all want to stem and uproot hooliganism in our game, and nobody's going to endorse acts of vandalism and hooliganism in our game. It has no place. Absolutely.
Right. What would you suggest? Because this is a case where referee, or say the supporters attacked him, they will not allow him to continue officiating. So, what would you suggest? Fine or what? Anything?
The referee said his life was in danger, and as I indicated earlier on, look, I'm not impugning the integrity of the referee. Far from that. But if we are not careful, knowing the history of some of our referees who are prone to extreme corruption and can collude with teams, and at the slightest thing, we decide they will not continue the match, and we're getting to this point. So, dwarfs can lose the 3 points, and possibly the club is fined. And even with a fine, I'm not expecting a fine that is so draconian to the extent, because we know the finances of our clubs. So let's not pretend that elsewhere, where lots of money are pumped into their clubs and their leagues. For example, if a team is fined, say $20,000 in South Africa, don't go and copy it and bring it to Ghana because the team is fined that amount in South Africa, because the amounts of money pumped in that league is so huge. And don't copy wrongly also from Europe regarding fines and those things. So, yes, they can lose the points, but I'm saying that you don't proceed to deduct 3 further points. A fine for me would be okay.
Okay, right. Yeah, quickly. Elmina Sachs as a folk, Maxwell Owusu. He gives a red card to a player. It turns out he was a wrong player. So many days on, close to 1 week, nothing has happened.
I think that we've gotten to a point where we have to be a little proactive. And I'm not surprised at all that Papa Christian, who is the owner of Sharks, is complaining bitterly. And he's gone to the extent of suggesting that our league is so corrupt, where he's alive and all that. Now, if you check from the real records, all right, the player who handled the ball, and yet Isaac Donko, all right, and yet Kingsley Ajay, who handled the ball.
Okay.
The referee got it completely wrong, giving the red card to Isaac Donko. First of all, the referee has done the honorable thing after the game, coming out to apologize profusely that he got it completely wrong. That there was no way he should have awarded a penalty if we were privy to VR or if his assistant had helped him. But it's difficult. We can talk like this with the benefit of hindsight, because the referee was convinced maybe it was a handball, but he's been proving that it was not a handball because of technology. And I'm saying that we have to be proactive. If a player is clear that a player who handled the ball or supposedly handled the ball was Kingsley Ajay, you go and give a red card to Isaac Donko. Why can't it be overturned immediately? Immediately. We like citing examples from best practices. And I quickly cite an example of the game involving West Ham and Chelsea. That was played only about a month ago. If you remember, Balbuena had a tackle on Ben Chilwell, and he was shown the red card, a tackle. The referee was there, and he thought a tackle deserved a red card. Later on, West Ham appealed the red card. They lost 1-0. They appealed the red card. The red card suggested that he was going to miss the next 3 games. But they appealed the red card because, in their opinion, the tackle was not strong enough to warrant a red card. And when the officials looked at the tape, they realized that indeed West Ham had a point. The red card was overturned. Even in this case, there was a tackle, all right? But the officials, having watched the tape, also concluded that the tackle did not warrant the red card. And immediately, the red card was overturned. Balbuena, you can go and check the records, only about a month ago. So my point is that we shouldn't be waiting at this stage. Before Sharks' next game, the FA must do the needful. They must be proactive and immediately overturn the red card, because it's been proving that he wasn't the one whose shoulder even hit the ball. Why are we still doing this to ourselves? We shouldn't do that. We've come a very long way, and I'm saying that. Look, I commend this administration greatly, because Ghana football has suffered a great deal from the annexed expose. You remember what happened? We didn't play football for over a year. As soon as we started playing, COVID also hit us. We had to go off. And it's not been easy organizing all the leagues in this country. And that is where I give Ked and the administration a great deal of commendation for at least restoring our league. And the speed, the rapidity with which they did it for me needs a lot of commendation. But I'm saying that we shouldn't do things to make people question our motives and raise doubts about where we're going, because whether we like it or not, because of what happened to our football in the past, so many people lost faith in our football. And it's part of the reason sponsors don't even want to throw in their money, because they think that too many things are wrong with our game. There is no integrity, there is no honesty. And I think Curtis and his administration are doing all they can to convince the nation, especially the corporate world and individuals who mean well, to put their money in a game that indeed we want to do the right things. And that is why he thinks that bring back the love. And everybody is getting on board. And I'm saying that we should not do things that send the wrong signals to the rest of society. And I think these are some of the little things that they have to take a critical look at. Let me. Yeah. No,
you were talking about the league, and I'm asking whether you see Kotoko going all the way, and whether they are doing the right things.
Well, thankfully, I never miss a local match. Indeed, if World 11 versus Barcelona or Real Madrid, there is no sacrifice a local league. So let me say with pride that I have watched almost all the teams on a regular basis. I travel all over the country watching these teams. My observation is that the standard of the teams, in my opinion, is almost the same. There isn't much of a difference between the teams. So what it means is that on a particular day, on a good day, once a team exploits its chances, that team can win. Now, even Kim Faisal, who are at the bottom of the pack, on a good day, can worry any team. Same applies to teams like Legon Cities, like Elmina Sharks, like Wonders, who are struggling at the bottom of the table. Now, if you check the point difference at the top and the bottom, then you see the closeness of the team. I watched Hearts of Oak against Sharks, and I thought Hearts looked very, very sharp. They are quicker to react, and I think their finishing is improving. Between Hearts and Kotoko, I think Hearts looks slightly sharper, at this stage. Kotoko have the material, there's no question about that. Brilliant defensive play, except Abalora is getting a bit complacent. I don't know what is wrong with him. One error, he keeps repeating that error over and over and over. And I think that somebody should draw his attention, especially his technical team, that is getting a bit complacent. It's not a question of complacency. It's not all the time that he should so-called play from the back. And it's not the first time he's made that mistake. He made it in Sugar Kope a number of times, also at the national level. So his attention should be drawn to that. Kotoko has got brilliant defensive midfield. The finishing, I think, is problematic. They don't have a cutting edge. So on a day, they're able to play from the back through the middle in the attack. The finishing has always been problematic. Okay. They don't have an in and out and out striker as we speak. So the standard of the top teams, you remember not long ago, we saw Karela occupying the summit of the table. Then after that, we saw Great Olympics occupying, and then Asante Kotoko now occupy. It can change every single week. But my candid, objective, professional view is that I think Kotoko is slightly ahead the other teams in terms of the experience, in terms of being able to contain their opponents. They are occupying the top. I'll be surprised if they don't go the full distance to win the league. Okay. It doesn't mean that it's a fair complete. Okay. They have to eschew any traces of complacency, and it will depend on whether or not they're able to take the chances that they exploit. But at this stage, I'm very, very excited about Hearts of Oak and also the Olympics. It's a shame and unfortunate that Olympics have dropped points they shouldn't have dropped. I watched them in Accra against the Diana. It was a game they should never have lost. I think they got complacent, especially when they had scored the 2 goals and they were in cruise control. They lifted their foot off the pedal and paid dearly for that. So the league for me is very, very exciting. People talk about lack of quality, but I think week after week we're seeing extreme competition, which and I'm very, very excited about it.
Right. Finally, I wish Seke or time a bit made come about our national team and the callers. We don't have that time because what or COVID we also call relaxing. But what about Gamma? Does it bring anything special to our league?
Well, Gamma, let me be honest with you. His first few matches, I was not pleased at all because my judgment at the time was that this was a midfielder. Apart from the fact that I thought he passed the ball well, I didn't think he commanded great qualities of a midfielder. He wasn't combative enough for me. He wasn't winning any tackles. He wasn't winning area balls. He couldn't shoot with power. And for me, it was a bit problematic. But I think as the season progressed, he's getting better and better. He still cannot win the tackles. He still cannot win area balls. But I think what it brings to our league and Kotoko is that he's one of the most intelligent passers of the ball. He's able to thread his passes through the needle of an eye. And he's able to see spaces that other players do not see. And if the finishers can really read his game properly and latch onto his ball, I think Kotoko will be scoring many more goals. So he's quite exciting. But I think that there's a lot more that he can do. But I think right now, in terms of passing, he and Gladson Awaku Great Olympics, I think, are the best passers of the ball.
But there's this argument I heard about who is. So you remember the famous Joe Debra Shamokwe. Now there is Ibrahim, Salifu, and Gamma. I mean, do they have anything to compare?
Salifu is more combative. In terms of physicality, I think he tilts the skills over Gamma. But for me, in terms of raw football intelligence and in terms of the reading of the game, in terms of passing of the game, there is no way that Salifu compares with Gamma. I think Gamma is slightly ahead. Okay. Although Salifu is a young lad. Gamma is, Gamma I think is around 30 years. Salifu is still young. There's a lot that Salifu has to learn from. And I think that is a huge potential. It's the reason when he was omitted from the national under 23 side, some of us mounted a massive crusade and wondered why such a brilliant boy was omitted from the team. And thankfully, not long after, he was restored to the team. And this is a player I think that we should encourage and protect. He's a huge potential, no question about that.
Mr. Kwabna Eboa, omsi akachi, that's it. Thank you very much. Inti, Dian Chi Ben Adibe Kra Manfu,
Yami Yamunina insure everybody.
Let me just say, yes, sir, you're almost Busano, what you're doing. Also, some Brofuka can or cancel. But say, Jim Maria, they are what they can Canadian. But I said, Grandpa, Bob, and passing young from Nibin to a year. Or May or I was it, Di Maria, sir. Onyika cry. Wait me, now, but knows us how.
The playmate Gizo Nia boy striker or a Salifu playmate.
Now Gizo Nia was saying,
oh, in the early 20s more.
Okay, so okay. Also, your man
New Age Recruitment Agency. Medical to Ghana for now for say, Oposo to Quine, now could be man so.
Neka Krabefia, South Korea, Poland, Oman, Qatar, Canada, and Portugal. Janamba no frɛ ɛbrɛ dwumadin bi a wonim yɛ no wokɔ hɔ no mu a yɛwɔ free accommodation a yɛahwɛ ɛde ama woɔ ɛsuabu asɔre ɛnkwanta ɛdan na mu no mu ɛna UCG wɔ 0242 852 638 wokɔ wie a no akamfo sɛ ɛyɛ NS Herbal Industry wɔde NS ointment ɛna de aba sɛdeɛ wɔwedie no bɛyɛ nɔmenɔme pimples no bɛkɔ akora no ɛna afɛ chicken pox no ɛnka kakra wɔ ho ne pass no ne nyina no deɛ ohia no NS ointment uwi a awake national capsules ne deɛ bɛrima ɛnom ne ɔba ɛnom na ɔba no menstrual no ɛsisi so yie ne nyinam so bɛrima no gono syphilis no ɛyi aseɛ deɛ firi hɔ nom na mo ho nkɔmmɔ no yɛ den anwummerɛ matumi adi akapem ɛwɔ mpɛm ɛyɛ akra okaishi draglin ɛna ɔwɔ kofodua gapson pharmacy nkɔkɔ owusu b ɛna ɔwɔ kasoa 12 of judah kumase dani heba misty heba hɔ no ɔwɔ hɔ nom 0245 079915 roman fɔda na aduro ghana for the stamp na tim so awie sɛ wakyi adwetwɛn wo sisi ne ntimi nyina so yie stroke no ho dwetwɛn na ɛbɔ nka yɛ bosom ebu wo nsa ahotutu a deɛ ohia ɛno no agye me go ne deɛ wuti din no a wɔba fasiesie hɔ nom na afei ahemfie hɔ ɛntwa yopo wo se bɛma no wo da wo nte dɛ wohia agye me go hɛba mester ne nyina me go no syphilis bɛma nso obɛma no mu hyehye wo a deɛ ohia no ɛno a ɛno no bɔmmɔden sɛ baabi yɛtɔ do bi te sɛ promise hɛba fɛdemɛs colnac ɛyɛ 0243 115948 Amas Boho Drilling Enterprise ɛna mede no ɛsɔre no maka mfama wo sɛ wopɛ sɛ wonya nsuo ɛwɔ wo fie ɛboɔ no ɛda fam ankorankora adwuma no ɔmomfrɛ no na afei womɛtu ɛmfama mo mfinhyɛ du baako ɛne watu nsuo a mfonsuo biara no ɛma ho da biara da yɛnkɔ atɔnsu fa bi gyanhyɛ owie pɛ wayɛ blowing pump feston saa so na supply ne nyina no watuti nsuo no ɛde ama wo 0541 35 5099 ne ahomatofo a wɔfrɛ Amas Boho Drilling Enterprise nsotuo yɛmfa nsi na yɛbɛwie a yɛde Phyllis nyinaa no ɛde ɛbɛba.
That's right. Enti yɛbɛkɔ na 11:27 na yɛaba abɛgye deɛ aka nti yɛde 3 minutes ɛbɛ clear wei na afei amanfo ayi ɛne Saturday 3.5 hours kɔpɛ Mapan Medical Supplies ɔmo blood wei bi mame ni nkɔmmɔ coach Ignatius Fosu coach wɔ 11 Wonders how many hearts na de hyehyɛ so kyena me ani ni nkɔmmɔ coach na design
no me chao sometime me hoye
na bɛ na wo return yi
sometime hard no
da bɛ o return wa how many matches
I return ya about 3 matches already
and that results no say
ya about draw 2 ni lose 1
and you winning o ba unya winning match
that be o time
hey any mo ayedi ama o
that be so free team musa things change into what bana fe na it is our team over share normal for from
but you have a big game tomorrow it is saying match no one is saying
I prepare, but I have said one person I dove my heart out for, Samuel Kofi Yesu. I think he has really worked at Haas. Winning 4 games straight away consecutively, and yes, more time. The league way to win 4 consecutive matches. Here is you. I brought club the bottle and I tell you, not Kofi Yesu on yesterday. I was say a bonus. I bought Juma pa. Enti me fi say
yes adwuma obeto aso outside
da bi me side dey ento aso sa me side dey ento aso sa
o ba be face Di Maria o
why
Di Maria
why
Salifu Ibrahim
oh chan sama bo player for na Di Maria dey
me player for say they say wa mun koda amatete won no as they say all your wonders in the league. You mo play for Froze.
Sama say, o si ye na yetete no. Me ka so bi fofo na yetete no. Me na me tete no. Asa tama ne me chiro ni nyina o. Tama ye nyesa o. So o chira no o jakakra. Enti on pass on no be bo na o de o use ta kakra na aka no. Na de aye no yi. So tama no kra na say o try to be a wonderful game. Obi ame to be in share with the chairman and yes our be so should be TV so start times it will be a very good game
now buy a team no at the saying or buy back no team net is saying
I think the supporters are behind me team is gradually gelling up here so many injuries we have had so many injuries we are losing some players we are trying to make do with the players who are there but our confidence also unse yakọ boasi konya draw so kaya and the boy in Thailand almost first goal unlucky goal we created all the chances by me and she so confidence was sort of say match with you also with me share the share touchman for and but obia onimbia should notice that 11 Wonders loves to play big teams Patam.
11 Wonders love to play big teams.
Play big teams. I'm telling you, Senka league near bon. Say Nkwana Kitty woman or Mama Canina big teams anka and they very wonderful job. Papa Koshe yeah resource against the best the top 4. You see that the ball draw 2 with Kotoko. Yes, Karela. Ya ball with Media Manyamba ha Olympics and yes, no ha has and Kwana share what I say. With the top 4, with the best teams, we don't have problem. And Haas is one of the best. So
Okasa supporters are behind you. Are they really behind you now?
Oh, they are behind me. They are behind me. They are behind me, and the team say, "Oh, such na team share difference Haas." But media time I make and say, China is going to be a wonderful game. But dear, me penny say, what I want in this match, me play a match in and say the match will be 11v11.
11v11 says, Obi had 11 there, Bohana.
But you won't say, dear, me penny say, instead of say, you have incidents in the match. It could be 11 wonders. This is how they stopped Haas. Now, say no more share Haas. Say no more passing here from her. See, no. If we in a can was a different incident and a red card be a penalty be any penalty go be a be share 1G and a home from Chema. You know, because I want a game I know. Now, Tanas Saturday as pandit. Okay, I say a hobo bitching. Movie Saturday, Motanas as pandit at Mobeka. Now, Fida Mobeka Ignatius, a police action on game Nankasano, a free moon. What I say, Yanoko ball, highway, Namobeka, 11 wonders, perfect go, be almost share, Yanji, Oka's incident. Meanwhile, I was saying, oh, Fabio Gamma was in the game in the first half, second half. So, how did 11 wonders stop them? How did 11 wonders come into the game? How did they play? Oh, tactical approaches in among combat, baby. Because, for example, Haas Nibechim boy. Movie and I'm can be chim go be almost share reference. Pass me King Face a boy. You near King Face a penalty be omunya and unqua be a controversy. Men Kaim was in Bianano Sunday. Yebowie, Obie can referee Maswell Abe Pacho Nina and our Santa Ameba. And no incident of the game. Meanwhile, you don't Kofi Yesu say even at 10 11 men and this one how he mapped up the strategy.
Exactly. The whole kind of answer now who shows and right now officiating and Guyana.
Oh, that means yes, Anna Meta. Maybe can say.
Open say Bibia come on. Then we talk about the proceedings.
Then talk about proceedings, no Santa. Because so much like human Kofi Yesu has now here to why fantastic work. Nobody should take that one away from him. Because time I about 10 against 11 now. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to even win against a 10-man team. You win 10-man team or match 11 da.
So don't be at your animation best. Relax.
I should not be my. I should relax.
Animations, just relax. Now feel now your baby was animated. Na me tutu mirika kwa and na any refu. Bibianye kama na bobono.
Apart from your bitchy match, you know, be our hair or TV to be a who say many referee in Casa.
Okay.
Because okay, so to me, and I'm a far foot, but say, yeah, push go, yeah, intimate, yeah, meet my comments, and I know any football.
But I'll try when I'm moving. I not just, yeah, Messi, and just at the wedding come. Me, I say, won't me but touch him, I better boy be.
And yet, you show Upper Club and then you remember, baby.
We wish you all the best in that game. Goofy, they say the M said the iron there. So see how you production go for
it's interesting. We've been sending messages.
Mami, you're a prep when I can man for that.
That's okay.
And we are just 3 minutes.
We've been sending me interesting messages.
Mapan, blood pressure monitor, no be MPB.
Okay.
And Gasoya Kola and Appen, you check you be PA. Cat you be.
BP machine
blood baby. Your friend of blood pressure monitor, Mapan Medical for
Mapan Medical.
Ubenya bi owu kofia, Sax Pharmacy or Patasi.
Okay.
And then it's all for Patasi and Kofi.
betumi fa woko but
I have for hoko. For
betumi fa woko depending on the car
Western pharmacy so for line. Also on va.
house betumi fa wo
Okay. Na so engine on your own.
me go so ne kwa na me akete di nkomo so me ba office
Na so watch it. Oh mother that one there ba. Etunya bia for 0508409506. 0508409506. Na bibia ye kama Dani Heba Center kopebi. Dani natural Heba capsule ne be Dani Heba ointment, Dani ma Heba, Dani tone. When numa to na abenum. Dani ma for malaria, Heba ointment for body and joint pains. And a natural Heba capsules no say male vitality. Baby a turn do be abinya bi. O 0244 364651. 0244 364651. Bibia be kama. Kennedy Digital Satellite. Both satellite and electronic company. TV type bia benya bi ho. Home theater fufu pounding machines. And no am koye business bi wo. Patase. Kennedy Digital Satellite. Branten is papaya. Very good guy. Tabletop fridges for ho. Single and double door sewing machines. Home and industrial use. Washing machine or popcorn machine. Laptop. Bibia ho. And Kennedy the TV aba. KTV. Hi. TV no enye easy. Microwave oven, iron kettle, bibia. We government worker there. You know bench, you know treat and kakra. Family Plaza building, first floor, Ben Boss FM, Patasi Adom House building, first floor. This will be in Police Depot, Kennedy Junction. Offer 0207 653 031. 0207 653 031. 0244 385128. 0244 385128. In your call. Sciatica Express, 21st Clinic. Aya home chiri kwan na onso yare na free sisi under bottles through to the foot no ne sciatica no babia yare babia how bia akọ 21st clinic o mebo me laboratory and scan services massage and machine treatment on be serve with fresh and hot meals and your 21st canteen no past 7 na are ready 11 branches na Ghana Accra Kumasi Takoradi Sunya Techima go so say we be a fresh one kra Okofodia. Number is 0540311311. And no air 21st screen 0540311311 na oko. Star College of Communications and also say Branabeji diploma in journalism. So upe suku bi abetime sua de abin with journalism. Adwuma no me ho e na obekọ de atienie practical courses bebre ho be fa form e wo Oyepa FM and Oyepa TV. School no wo Tano so ye weekend lectures. Baby abeda nyina wo baby out and Kabia no betimi and Star College of Communication at Dingita. Our number is 0548 707010. 0548 707010. 0548 880 700. 0548 880 700. Prosinia do ya pebi imbus eba mixture. And no ene bebo ho ban. Yade bia ni wa ebetimi enter system no. Obi onum imbus bia no your immune system is strong. Prosinia do pebi chronic diseases and of course infections chinano itu ase baby eto adrobia Hospital Square Junction Dankers People Junction all drugs outlets ubenya bi number 0246 2084 96 0246 2084 96 0540710113 bafo bi ekono no
tawa president akasa na nsɛm no bebre ho ka me ne ya adwen pa se agro no on say ye pekwa ever so be develop your game no eno bi a ebema development no ebe ho beto chiw no ese eno so ye hwe ho asem enso so eka enti me feel say me ne no ya adwen ewo ekwa bebre so Ignatius so akasa se na Kofi ka no ense no bebre ho no a production for china ne me ndanti be hye danya tam ne ka bi mrinti no Ignatius so akasa tam Ignatius nkomo ni nyina no or prepare
Maria de nyini di mfrim. O chewo ncho ni nyina.
Se Jesus somebody should be aka di Maria ho. De oja omu no.
O si di Maria no on kamat. Onye
and am si de oja omu no. De oja omu no somebody di aka ho.
The negative wo ho.
Edu anu aka che.
We the negative.
Misro. We misro. Yeah.
De oja no
for 1 minute be so.
De oja no somebody should di aka ho. Enti me di Maria be ka.
That's on di Maria kwa o.
Ah onsuro no.
Osuru. That's how he is. Osuru.
Oze tama ngrafo wo baby o say fa no bule no ko obo. Enti so ensu a umunu no na fa wo. Ti onsuro na o chena wo hwe di ye. Enti no enu ya asema no so If you say media, I still believe that it's going to be a good match. And okay, Nikasa he's preparing his team for that massive encounter. No, and sending about 4 for some quarter Di Maria, you know, almost some who knows who crew master my bar, also only and then where we the friend saying the Fabio Gamma in common, Di Maria in common, President Kabana was say Fabio Gamma is slightly ahead of Di Maria, and I think I agree with him to some large extent because of also no crowd can say we were crafting no over and say yeah man more a year and we say he will get there and he media me wojide o Di Maria me gidi say we a sign the making and he when he say be push no near be time china and also no wetimi e di akọ time mre ni ho anka na kan pese me ka Dr. Pakwesi Ndum asem ni bi pa but mre ni ho no because in sem na papa na keka no nsem a ehia se ye hwe ni yie media say ye favor kotoko ni has ndem fi say ndem ye mfanto nchen but there are other aspects of the interview now or yeah if you say hwe na ye kan ye na ye nyina timbo na dey promote game no na say there was ye
like what
on say no ka for instance or issues with abia to say officiating for instance on say issue ya ka ho asem now ono nso so edna no ba betumbi and I think the FA must take a good look at it and yentimi addressing ye so tama there are other things utie Kabana one year ka say already for instance 3 points deduction on say or see if you lose the 3 points in the game you were playing there will be problem
so if you say ball na ekoso na okoso for feature if indeed one want me enwie na sa game na ya jo points but there's a historical antecedent with the man we be or try so
all cool
because be a me here points ni ntino meye bibi sa na manya bibi na de ba meye bibi just to give the points to
somebody
but say the be man ko ebiem no enye no kwa your order da no your order da na be sa tibi
is it say the relevance of today and I hear ebia sa time no de na relevant but na you say time mra ebi ho my amendment any sankron ban I think say we should also take a good look at it especially in the circumstances like they see what do have see I nim say men ka say do have see no but nim say other places or in some places ube hu no na bi no ho no akofo nyansa kwan bi so na afa say omo ano continue say no mom no akopose like the team no or your home team no makọ disturb then now no so asan so far you know and say e bia edusa na say omo your proper investigation now want me
akuru so so nko and now we why are there captain
Loto
fanso so man
your equalization o Ghana have Pakwesi Ndum me free say nsem na wo ka no so wo the important nsem na so to issue concerns to all. But why did he decide to dwell on Kotoko and Haas? You are about Haas of Fuku. And a referee did Tiao. So you could have gone with the game on the team boy against us. So far.
What he perceives to be help on the big clubs.
So say you take a critical look at Liga Eboya. Kotoko, and he for no many that so-called
gift. It's not about Kotoko because it's also another big club.
Because and it's not important here. Because they've not enjoy. Mejitum so much enjoy your baby so much suffer. For example, Ignatius Ogasa go out Techima 11 want the share Kotoko. Or Techima referee. Besine mentiasie. But the other games are Kotoko so suffer. For example, Kotoko against the Biana. But Habib Diana supporters say the referee could have also for a penalty for them. So it was all ball to be a referee now to her because of a penalty for Asante Kotoko. But it was not given. So Haas and I walk so to go straight and say game against Haas, the referee yet no. Who free say what? But Kotoko become no equalization I say cast about the Enka Kotoko, which I disagree with him.
Okay.
Because Pakwesi Indium na nkasa no team so no almost in a way omaye ne maybe I don't know so deserve say the system no punish omo so they mad the laugh on Emma no so can home for example Nigerian and 3 of the players are suspended to the end of the season for assault on referee some park no so na your boy some supporters in park but you your supporters TC park so come referee prepare from match
they all can say basa there was a sanction seba
I understand
so no ya bone
Entina make us say
Yenka.
ko
The
kan no.
supporters ni kwan so mo ba number
So to
1.
mejitum o kan na sa wrong
But
no
the back
making.
way then he was talking about decisions in favor of big clubs.
But that is going wrong. I cannot support that. It is going wrong. Mr. To,
Right.
That aside,
Obia raised a very important Kofi was it the cabinet boy can about overturning cars near the Omoye no bridge, Aha. It's not in our regulations. So the GFA can not in its own volition overturn cars.
of course, also in the Premier League,
be grounded in law.
in the Premier League, what we call retrospective look. It's a game
do we have that? I think what he's calling for is any retrospective look. So if a referee commits such an error, the referee admits there are video evidence to suggest. The next day, you know, okay, no doors. A day in our books. Nipa no no 10 no.
It shows concerns. No, so here, for example, you are playing against the House of Oak team 3 games before your game. There were incidences a cause for a lot of questioning against House of Oak. Of course, King Faisal game, a glaring penalty ignored. Eventually, I shake King Faisal. Bechem, to a glaring penalty ignored. Against Tachiman, against Sharks.
That's one channel mobile.
Yes. Against Sharks.
Can you make a house from Tika Muko Tachiman? The 3 matches.
I thought to us, Nina issues on.
Oh, okay.
What has in a House of Folk? Afum. As the Oak boss, I in a Utua, yes, catch up one, catch and say, so good our boys soon, so catch and say, so yes, so when I say, so no, so go for no sort of also. So, said, ignition somehow all can, even though cleverly or can in such a way, but that's where he's heading to.
Okay.
Before he said the referees must be up and doing.
Okay.
House of Folk are capable of winning that game against the Chima 11 Wonders. They are capable. We don't need that assistance.
And then the casa.
So draft is my my site now. There's a new twist to the case. Referee Natural say the security man in charge on that day catch and say they can't guarantee the security. Now after the ruling, the police in Cape Coast and the man I know Olidio Mono are writing to the GFA telling them that the rule on the ban and some is reference a catch on and they rather told him to wait. Reinforcement were coming, but he insisted that until the march no. And you know, send those are not all cars. And he said, or more cars. Now you have to prove beyond that and yellow correct. Now the police are more Cape Coast, no.
The integrity and one of the police is at stake.
Yes. To
protect lives and properties.
And he said, a Drew said, BB cost was stadium. Now, Muntimin contra. The message should come from police for not the referee. You go all referee now, Hono. A police for not
based on the Zakito can referee not say.
Referee needs to be
say. We cannot guarantee
it is the first thing. This prime committee nurse contacted the police, the security in charge. Because maybe the say, Obi Obeko Stadium Biano at that particular moment to security no, a police for the so.
So now
it is also after 15 minutes.
Now security focus the reinforcement.
On 21 after 20 or 30 minutes.
It doesn't matter.
So the boss is a revenue yet within the regulation. It's all pound.
There be
a time not the
half.
So I agree with the referee.
I agree with the referee, especially when that stadium no will fly light a bit by Bobo on Numbre. Nothing stopped the referee from waiting.
Kasano come be fine home team na omo yes and
yes,
for
delaying
restart
for
delaying restart
so according to report letter now police for now tried to me say one the referee insisted that match on beyond because of you know, so that is 1, 2. They called.
It doesn't matter until some
they called for. They told him that yes, no Omusa. So they were calling for reinforcement. They were calling for
10 seconds
reinforcement. Not again, not also, but almost say the referee insisted. The word insisted underline
Omo suspend the referee had an interest.
Yet omo de omo say omo de omo anka so omo team protect referee.
Okay.
Enti pede e kwa die. Appeal there might be a replay of the second half. No, say there. Police for no I kill case no.
Okay, cause police.
And the Gobasa, the referee then calls the abrupt end of the game.
Yes, and yeah.
And that.
Alright,
It doesn't matter.
And they say never.
I think that the legendary Kobana Boa.
Majo, let's have one show, please.
Yes. Yeah, the legend. One
only luxury of time.
Someone had one legend interviewing another great legend. And see, it was an interesting discussion, of course. Now, offer no say man boss was a writer. Oh, na ye ni kampa. But near ten is a legend, and some writer kind in no. Was a beer was a 12 boss in each ni kum deeply. Once I'm a catcher, no, I'm catcher. Say naturally, me you be a fan of boardroom points. Boardroom points me can't want some basis yes. Boardroom points, yeah, bob boy,
boy said damn me kwakwa.
Yeah, bob boy, now after the game, near kwakwa tendency when they near points and you decided to be a beko. And because you see a demra at all. In every game, there, right? I can't want seven. In every game, what is at stake in every league match? 3 points. Legend 3 points in the equation after so. And to say, if for any other reason, your ball game na say me lose 3 points na. Why must I lose points be a masan so accumulated dada? Any part of game na your boy, you know. And na me per the historical antecedent na no dey man no. Would be eka ho no. Say near what era be na e shada first matches. Nti bet me use an unqualified player. Na the end of the day opponent na kwa ye protest. Na respond 3 points e free na accumulated points in him. No asan so lose 3 points. So that was the history over there. But the question is today, are we in the same era? As you. Do we find ourselves in the same era? And it's a big question. And at the moment, legend, we would have to, after the league has ended, you know, and what's saying, you know, go back to Congress, some of these rules and regulations, you would have to go and amend them. And when you at the moment, because Emrano says otherwise, we are watching. And this season, we will have to go Congress near raising some of these key issues. Me as well as a writer might write and petition and that's what Congress and that's what some of the club owners say. These are some of the issues I would have to go and challenge. Now, reform to bet me about.
Okay, go give me that.
That is the way to go now.
That's
Salif Ibrahim and Fabio Gama, they are now right at the end.
Right, I conclude.
Right,
and I think they are very good conclusions.
Oh yeah.
I say we know
Oma normal munu. Baku on the 2 players and a Baku between Haas and Kotoko. Was say Kotoko are slightly ahead in terms of Mubibia. But was say currently House of Folk are sharper. Odi can make his answer. Was say currently they are sharper. Then between Gama and Salif Ibrahim no. Was say Gama in terms of the vision, who's a brave am can was a
Dibo, young go fit.
You told me the dwarfs ne Legon City's issue no.
Yeah.
Me me to me as a ref in the BB course. And the man yes ade no.
Sir.
Breaking news in Ghana Football Association. And the sports minister at a meeting discussion. Ama F you know. I convince the sports minister. Ama sports minister Ajatum. Say they need a new head coach for the Blasters.
But yeah, I'm going. Minister Onwe.
Me to me say ref ni bibi koso. Because me dey say, oh yes, Mr. Two. Yes, because see ebebo gamer, league gamer. Yes, clubs and cover security police. Izo to mo dwuma ne say. Nipa na wo stadium ho ni nyina no mo na ebebo mo ban. Enti nipa obetimi aka se mintimi mo mo ho ban. The security or moye adwuma player wugina park so supporter what stance mu referee wudi game coach wugina touchline management member what VIP untimi be ka say match na member na maso because me feel say me security at risk unless the security on the day e ka kire say said the nyoma esi ko no ye ntimi mo ho ban ntimi nko bi to say amasa nyoma we ko so a said ye bie kwan ato ho. Eno na wo ka asem bi ye ka Ghanaian referees a yehu number 12 this year. Big game, the biggest fixture. Ewo Ghana ha na referee akoji 2,000 Ghana cedis. Sacrificing nipa over 30,000 lives to award the penalty. As our game ne yabo many over 100 ewu May 9th. There's a key token if it's true. Say reporter security for the aqua. Then at the end, my referee Jina was say because uti report them to yes, supporters no call referees in the Sokrano, Omun 10.
But the security for no, indeed, I trust our the energy. I remember drafts appeal now strong.
And aside the no, Mr. To make me feel say you free her. The next Congress now more class mbekono. Make me feel say even when supporters misbehave at stadium, na game ban we ya. The next option is say because the main actors na players me to nyoma na stop game no. And your management members na stop game.
The supporters
agreed. Omo kan bi. But me dey say the next option is say there should be fine. And there be a game no you better be behind closed doors. You better game ni behind closed doors. But I say referee say mean to a match ni so be because if you say be security at risk. Then I say ka referee be abefa no hodi. Ka class be for mo hodi. One of the worst decisions I'm to me who say league are taking this idea way. And they can yes what go show host for. What can I say you know? I go show host for
now, but what is it protest be them say Chelsea for say what fire for substitution. Now how is that possible? It's not possible.
It's not possible. Say what for be
my commission and grand.
Eh bit my friend in this.
Now what for I 3 stops in a then that goalkeeper got injured. Next one at the hospital on one day the call.
Yeah.
Nanti a player Bassett or she go on that day. Echo could die as and no more 10 against 11 no no the post no more. Then Chelsea protest say Okwadebo pool no or she just na she a goalkeeper Sabi just no kwashe enti no. For substitution.
So I don't know.
Wait, I'm a president. Chairman, where they would see me from Brukuma.
No, but second part, we
told me, no, me,
I got double way substitution.
Metier
replace the goalkeeper.
Metier Ignatius here, pa. Now, Metier Ignatius, what was any how in a officiating. Message referees, but I now come my seminar to kind of be bra. Na ye din because nipa ye nipa and I dear about quit me influence nipa pass you iska. Hey, Zoto, Sika diet me influence nipa papa. Sika, Abua Sika, Sika emoja. Hey, Zoto, and the year can ye refuse ye do moka. And penny for baby no more bomb say obi your papa no how. Say referee could league game Zoto. Obefa bus, obeda hotel. Yentua ne kawo. Na okona bia Sometymer FC or fano, ebia baby odini tibetwa. Ofu se wonye.
Is so problems with dogs this guy.
Oh, eti. Ya na o carry
back am the beto anim ne obi anim say. Mama ente committee no hwe phone ni no ho asem nkama me na. Say near my phone you see. We are committee headed by one. You ready a bear no.
Me who has a impu. Na so sad say.
As someone say, Umpo, Liverpool be the third.
As someone omono.
Omono na. Na Liverpool Champions League no. Ade how.
No more ball no more.
And that's all no aka no atna maka.
Ba yi na ba so.